All right. We have, I'm going to wait to post in the Discord for a second. Okay, now that we're live, let's go ahead and post. I think we're good. I think we're live. I don't know. It stopped giving me that notification. So, like, I have no idea when it finally chooses to go live. But yeah, as I get YouTube chat pulled up, we are going to be doing like a nice little mix of things today. There's like a speed farm for leveling. All it is just there's these mobs that hyper spawn if you're on a quest line. So we pause that quest line so that these mobs hyper spawn. The problem is it's pretty dependent on how many people are farming this while you are. And last night I was doing this, and there were a lot of people farming to the point where it just was not worth really doing. So hopefully today we get to where there are a few people here, which so far it looks like there are. As you see, like, I'm gonna get all the XP for these guys. I'm getting like 900 per kill, and then like 1,000 per some kill, 500 for some kills, like. So you get like a lot of XP, but then you see they already are respawning. So this is the whole trick, is you just like run around and pull as many as you can. Ideally, you're the only one here, but I think I see someone off in the way, like, also pulling these guys. Yeah, someone over there. It's a shadow priest, so they shouldn't be able to outpull us, right? Okay, it looks like we're both kind of like chiseling out half of this like big room. Yo, what's up, Evasively? Good to see you. How are you doing today? How are you doing? So, I'm gonna do this for like a little bit. Look, I know this gets kind of old to watch, but like, to me, this is like fun. Like, I actually enjoy doing things like this. Just running around, like doing like bigger pools and just like farming my way up. Oh, it looks like I'm getting PvP'd. These people are actually trying to kill me. Hold on, I don't think I can PvP as a prop paladin. But this warlock, I was like, wait, how am I dying? This warlock was killing me. But we're good. We are a prop paladin right now, so that we can't get PvP'd. Yeah, and you see we're already getting like 100 per tag. So these guys are putting a stop to this. So what we're gonna do instead is I have to hop on my Mistweaver Monk, and we need to do some heroics and some mythic zeros and whatnot. So let me kill this pack that's here, and then we can hop off and do that. I just wanted to test to see if a lot of people were going to be here, and it does look like we do have some competition. So I can log on to this character later and hope that it's dead. Yeah, because you see these 100 XP tags are kind of sad. Dang, just before I went live, I was getting like 1,000 XP for like each mob. Okay, let me kill this big pack really quick, and then we'll hop on over to the Mistweaver Monk. Yeah, this pack is just like, it's big and worth it, right? Yeah, I love leveling as a tank. I love doing farms like this as my prot warrior would be fun, but I love doing farms like this as your guardian druid, because you can just like be in bear form, moonfire to pull things, and then once everything's pulled, you can just like thrash away. It's so satisfying. Feeling good. Another banger video you dropped this morning. I appreciate that, evasively. Man, honestly, for a minute guide, you would think that they'd like take barely any time to make, but man, they really do. Like, they take a minute to make, man. Like, it took me all day yesterday just to make that 1 minute and 30 seconds short. But they're fun. They really are fun to make. I think I've gotten better at them too. I think how I used to do them was like I would try to record the audio one line at a time, and it felt really choppy. But what I'm trying to do now is like I'm trying to say as much as I can. So I'll basically talk until I get out of breath, take the line that I've like lost my breath during, and cut that out, and then just take everything before that. And I feel like it just makes it flow a lot more, and it makes it easier to understand, you know. But also, I mean, I can only know so much about what my videos sound like. I guess it would truly be up to you guys. Also, hopefully you can't hear it, but I am getting very sick. Me and my wife are getting sick, and hopefully it's not like apparent. And in those videos and stuff, Let me get YouTube chat pulled up. It closed a second ago. All right. Oh no. Also, I took a shower like 30 minutes ago, so my hair's still wet. That's why I look like a goober. But eventually it'll dry out and I'll look fine. Yo, what's up? Is it, let's see, Brat? No, it's like Bratwurst Dave, maybe? Bratwurst Dave? Yo, what's good? I'm just gonna say Dave. But I also kind of want to say Brat. That's kind of like a baller name. Oh, I'm sure content creation takes a lot of work to make it decent. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you evasively because it kind of is hard to like relay that. But when I say I am so the reason why I've been able to work literally every waking minute is because my wife, her busy season's kicking off. So like she's working until midnight and I am working from wake up until midnight, like even later some days. Like I am working non-stop to make like a guide a day basically. But days that I stream, like I can't also make a guide. But I think tonight, like after the stream, I might like go cook, and then I might even come up here and like finish the guide. I don't know. Mate, it's a German name, so you can call me whatever. All right, what's up, whatever? No. Dog Watch, what's good, man? How are you doing? Welcome, man. So I got my character to level 90, my monk to level 90, and then I logged off. So we have some good stuff to do. We have what? We have like heroics to spam to get like the heroic level loot, and then we're gonna see if we can get some of you guys or some guildies on, to get some like some mythic zeros going if you guys wanted to, if you haven't done yours yet. I'm sure most of you guys have done yours already. I also have the alt army that we need to be leveling, so we have a lot to do. How I look at this first week is like there's so much to do, so why stress? Just like do what you want to be doing at that given moment, and as long as you're chiseling away at that like big grind ahead of you, it'll be worth it. You know what I mean? So okay, we need to do. Oh gosh, we need to grind heroics, but we can't even queue for them. Okay, so what do we do to do that? I guess we should do some mythic zeros first. I know that doesn't make sense, but let's see. Like, am I just like is it intended that like we quest until we get to the heroic item level? How are you gonna level them all? So I have so many. So there is like a really cool leveling strat that I've been doing on my paladin. You go like to a certain point in the quest line to where you unlock the map. That you get to choose the 3 quests. You choose the artisan one, and then after you do the axe fall or hammer fall one, after you do the Hammerfall questline, it'll port you to like the Arathi Highlands. You turn in the quest that got you there, but then you don't pick up the next quest. And there's this like building that outside the building, the mobs just like hyper spawn. You can just kill them like super quickly. The problem is that a lot of people are starting to catch on about that. So like, it kind of depends on the hour of the day, if you get like the full XP or not. What do you think will be an okay healer? I don't want to have a meta healer, but I don't want as well a bat. Oh, Mistweaver fits that build perfectly. Mistweaver is going to be great, but not meta because its raid healing's a little low. So if you want like a very good Mythic Plus healer that not that many people are going to be playing for that reason, definitely do that. I guess we just spam random dungeons to get some gear. I guess we could look on the map, see what there is. I should be doing the quest line, but man, I spent like 2 hours last night setting up my my holy paladin. I was doing it on prot though. Honestly, I feel like it would have been quicker if I did it as holy. My prot paladin does not do a lot of damage, and I mean it does big burst damage, but outside of your burst window, it does like no damage. And then the holy paladin actually did some good damage a second ago. I was kind of surprised. Okay, I need to get up to the Void Storm. If I'm being totally real, I have no idea how to get up there. But hey, it's pretty important because that's where the raid is. But I would also like to do these delves as well. Have you healed any zeros yet? No, I had some guildies reaching out last night, but I did not. I did on my druid, and it was legitimately hard. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't doubt it. I think the mythics, like already some of the dungeons, some of the normal dungeons were like kind of hard. Like the murder row, like people, it's not that they were hard, but people were taking damage. So I would imagine these mythic zeros are going to be kind of tough. I've not done any dungeons yet for gearing and currently at 228 item level. How would you, Dogwatch, how would you recommend going from 178, I need 50 item levels, to 228 to get where you're at? I've kind of spread some of my time, and I probably should have just focused it on the monk. HPAL does negative, in dungeons for sure. HPAL does do negative damage, but like I've noticed, I think it's just the way that my character's tuned right now. You know how like while you're leveling, like healers are tuned to do just like a lot of damage for some reason. I think that's what's going on. Is like my character, when I swapped to holy, I was like, wait, my holy shocks are chunking. Like they are chunking. World quest drop 220. Okay, yeah, world quests then. Do you wait? Don't you have to do something to unlock world quests, or am I just cooked? Am I thinking of the wrong thing? Also, guys, so I was at like 89.99 XP, right? I was so close to getting to level 90. So I was like, you know what? Let me do like a random PvP thing. So yesterday I loaded into PvP. It was a random battleground, and I cooked. I cooked. Like, legitimately, there was like an 8-minute window where I was just fighting the entire enemy team. And I was like killing them, and they could not touch me. And then I got like 2 messages after the game that they were like, dude, you did so good. And I was like, I had no idea what I was doing. I don't play PvP. And they were like, trust me, you did really good. Like, I was cooking. So I kind of do want to start the PvP arc, you know? Like let this season be the season where I get like some kind of rating in PvP, I get cutting edge, and I get 3K, you know what I mean? What's your favorite dungeon overall from Midnight? I definitely think my favorite one is Magister's Terrace. I think it's fun to heal. The boss mechanics are interesting and fun. I will say I honestly liked the last boss before they changed it. However, I don't like dislike it now to where it makes it not my favorite. But all throughout the beta, I just like had the most fun healing Magister's Terrace. I think my least favorite though would be maybe Seat of the Triumvirate. Yeah, because Mysar Caverns is fun. It's not like the most fun. Alcathar Academy is like alright. And I liked it back in Dragonflight probably more than I like it in its current state, but I like it enough, you know. Oh, I just pressed revival. Oops. What else is there? You have to finish the campaign. Dang. Okay. Dang, dude, the campaign it just goes on so long, but but it is really cool. Part of the campaign that I was doing on my paladin, I was like, dude, this storyline is really interesting. It's the Artur or whatever that guy's name is, the guy whose dad cut him up, you know. It's that guy. If you pick him on the map, Erator, that's his name. It was really interesting. You go to this like big temple, this like cathedral, without like spoiling much. You go to this like big like sanctuary that's honoring like fallen paladins basically, and you hear like their story and art, like a little bit of about them. And I don't know, it's just really interesting. I thought it was cool. Hey, I've just done it over time, to be honest. I've literally been competed. I've been competed my Sojourner for all the areas. Dang. Finishing off Voidstorm at the moment. Dang. Yeah, honestly, I just need to, after this dungeon, I just need to go do the campaign. I feel like we're... Okay. I mean, I'll follow the tank, but yeah, he's a little turned around. I feel like he's in Discord with one of these guys. Because he was just going, then just like randomly turned around and started looking. Completing the story. Ah, okay. Yeah, I definitely need to complete the story for sure. I always just get so sidetracked. And then also, I do get punished for like how I always just dip out and just go do dungeons and stuff. Oh, never mind. We are not here. I guess we're saving that boss. There's a few quests to get 246 out of level. Dang, okay. Your boy's got some grind ahead of him. It's okay, I got the weekend. Honestly, I've been working on videos during my spare time, so like, I haven't really been grinding and it feels bad, but as long as I make up for it, we'll be fine. But that's why we need to speed grind. The temple you were talking about was the Paladin class order hall back in Legion. That's awesome. Let me ask you something, Joel. The cathedral or the temple, it looked awesome. Like it looked beautiful. It was like garnished with these like vines and stuff. Like it was beautiful. Did it look that good back in Legion? Like, or had they really like amped it up and like you know, gave it a remodel? Because I walked in there and I had to Alt Z and just like look around. It was stunning. Like it was so pretty. It reminded me of like a place in Skyrim. Like it was so pretty. The Horde Monger. Oh, I missed. But dude, I'm telling you guys, I was cooking. I can show you screenshots of this PvP match's stats. Like, I was blasting people. Like, it was disgusting. They could not deal with me. Any point that I went to, it didn't matter how many enemies they threw at us. We were winning that point. Made me want to play PvP, man. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would just be a thing where I just get cooked and like everything. But no, we smoked them. No changes whatsoever. Wow. What year was Legion? This just shows like people who watch me a lot know that I'm relatively new, and I don't really know much about the game from before when I played. But what year was Legion? Because that is like impressive. Very impressive. I wish I would have recorded that PvP match though. Alright, Horde Mama. Go down. But then yeah, we'll slam some campaign, we'll get some good quests in, get some big item level. Legion was 2016. Okay, so that wasn't actually that bad. That's not that. I mean, yeah, it's literally what, 10 years ago now? But like, that's not that bad, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're getting we're getting bots on our Twitch. No. What build am I What build am I running? I'm running like this like hybrid build that I slapped together that has honestly allowed me to level really quickly. I mean, now we're slowing down because we're literally level 90 and I'm just like going at my own pace, but you just do so much damage and you're taking all the talents that make you move faster. This is not a Mythic Plus build, but this is just like a hybrid build that was like literally the two things where I'm taking anything that does more damage and anything that makes me move faster. So let me cross this bridge. So it looks like this. So basically we're playing Dance of Chi-Ji plus Rushing Wind Kicks. That's a lot of damage. Plus the T-Talents and Morning Breeze to just get as many Rushing Wind Kicks off as possible. Conduit, once again, to get as many Rushing Wind Kicks and big damage. Way of the Crane so that we actually do healing in AoE. Yeah, it's this build's crazy. Uh-oh, sorry team. I'm coming. Sorry. There's no Shroud countdown, but I'd imagine it's ending soon. Yeah, that's why you can see me do so many Rushing Wind Kicks right off, one after the other, is because you can Rushing Wind Kick, Thunder Focus Tea, which will reset your Rushing Wind Kick thanks to Morning Breeze, and then that Rushing Wind Kick will get, the next like two will be buffed by Thunder Focus Tea thanks to Focus Thunder. So you basically get like 4 really rapid fire Rushing Wind Kicks, which is like, it slams people. Man, that was kind of the trick in PvP, is like every time a Thunder Focus Tea would come up, someone was dying. Because I would just hit them with like 4 gigantic kicks in the head, and they just like got destroyed.
I'm out of range.
Run. But yeah, I mean, you can see, like, right now our damage is kind of scaled down a bit. While we were leveling, though, the scaling was, like, really good in our favor. But now it's like, you know, it's not like, it's nothing to write home about, but it's getting the job done. But how's everyone's grind going so far? How's everyone liking Midnight? Especially those of you who gained access, what, like yesterday or the day before? How are y'all liking? Is it living up to your hype? Because I'm honestly enjoying it a lot. I think it's hard for me to, just because of how distracted I get, it's hard for me to like feel engaged for so long. But I have been. It's been a good time. It's a really cool campaign. As much as I've done of it, I'm actually like watching cutscenes, which hasn't happened since I leveled way back in like the BFA story. And a little bit of Shadowlands. The Night Fae campaign and the Bastion campaign were so interesting. But I wasn't really into the like Maldraxxus one and the Ravendreth one, to be honest. Very fun. Been having a blast. The zones, the dungeons are fun. I agree, Titus. I agree. 100%. FTOY, or no, I'm sorry, F-Toy Gamers. Yo, what's up, F-Toy Gamers? What build am I running again? I just went, no worries, no worries. Let me, I guess we're safe enough. It's just a build, like, it's literally just a build that I ran just to get from 80 to 90, and I might swap off of it here soon. And if it ever does start to, like, do bad, this is not going to be an in-game Mythic Plus build. In fact, like, when we go into these Mythic Zeros, we might have to swap off of it. But the purpose of it is just do, one, as much damage as possible, and two, be fast. So I'm taking, like, movement talents, like Bounding Agility, Jade Walk, like, stupid movement talents like that. But then I am also taking anything that gives me damage. So Dance of Chi-Ji, Rushing Wind Kick, ways to reset Rushing Wind Kick and make it do more damage. Like, we're just trying to do as many kicks in single target as possible and just spin and AoE. Just to help these bosses die quickly, help things progress faster, and help leveling go smoother, you know? And for the most part, it did its job, you know? And it doesn't do, like, bad healing either. It does fine healing. It's just not the purpose of why I slapped this build together. I didn't consider healing at all when making any decisions in this talent build. Go ahead and have Renewing Mist applied, though, for this Eternal Winter. See, because look, we're doing, like, a poor DPS's damage, right? For a healer, that's good. Especially, I'm already level 90. My gear is already, like, bad compared to most people's. Like, we're slamming the damage for a healer. Very nice. Hey, we got some boots. Hey, 214. We love to see it. I need to clean out my bags. My bags have been a constant ongoing issue. They're constantly full. Yo, LBN, how goes it? You tired, Grandpa? Oh, man, did you see that comment? I'm like, oh, man, I am. I've been cranking out the videos, man. I'm not even, like, halfway done. I at least want to make 2 more dungeon guides. I at least want to make at least 4 more 1-minute guides. I don't think I've ever made a Holy Priest 1-minute guide, but I definitely did give it a lot of reps this time, so I do feel like I could make a Holy Priest guide if I wanted to, but I still might not. Same with Prez Evoker. I don't know about making that one. But I still have a lot of guides to go. Yo, Scotty, the best raid lead on this side of the Mississippi. Appreciate the support, Scotty. How are you liking it? What? I haven't really seen who's been on in the guild and stuff. New expansion, here we go again. Have you been on yet, Scott? Like I said, I haven't really checked to see who's been playing. Not checking, but you know what I mean. But it's a good time. I think you'll like it, Scott. But I appreciate the Prime sub. As you know, the Bezos bucks go a long way in supporting the channel. Let's see. I saw you were on the game late last night. I was gonna message you to go to bed. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was considering making a video on this one way that you can level. This guy's trying to LOS here. I also had to check to see. But there's this like one speed farm that you can do. It's not like as speedy as you would hope, but it's like the best we got. And I was just testing it on my Paladin. And plus I was working on getting clips for my 1 minute guide and stuff. So like I was doing things that weren't just like grinding, you know what I mean? But yeah, I figured some of you guys probably saw that I was online pretty late last night. And yes, I am tired, but it's just from, I feel like every waking moment I'm working on a video. But I mean, that's what I love to do, you know? So I'm not like upset. Just busy. Can you SBA mist? SBA. Can I SBA mist? I don't know what you mean, Ace. I'm not sure what you mean by SBA, but I'd be more than happy if you want to maybe like use, maybe it's an acronym that I'm just not thinking of or something. If you want to like re-explain, I'd be happy to dive into it if you want me to. Yeah, this build that I'm running is really all about the damage. It's not, can you, oh, single button assistant, yeah, I mean, look, on one hand, we had this discussion in my Discord. On one hand, it's the best healer to single button assistant. On the other hand, it's the worst. Because it heals off of the damage that it does, you technically could single button assistant a dungeon and get it done. Whereas like a holy priest could never, because eventually you'll have to do healing, but our healing spells are our damage spells, right? But in that same, like on the other side of that coin, come on Hunter, get out. If you single button assistant as a Mistweaver, you're technically doing the healing rotation like slowly, you know what I mean? So like that's why some people say it's the worst, but I would say like yes. Up to a certain extent, like you could single button assist at any DPS spec. I feel like of the healers, us and maybe Disc Priest, since we do our healing based on damage, you technically probably could get some content done with single button assistant, at least for the early bits of content, and then you can kind of like pick up the rhythm and stuff. So I mean, it'd be worth a shot. I've never really like dove into it. I just know that like, you know, like of the healers, like, it'll tell you how to do the most damage, which in a way is kind of doing the most healing for the maintenance throughput, you know, at least. So does healing single button assistant, I don't think single button assistant does use healing spells, does it? I think it's just to do the damage rotation, right? I could be wrong there. Like I said, I haven't really delved into it, and except when they first like initially added it, and back then it was in a cooked state. I was like, yeah, this is not, I would not recommend, but I've heard it's gotten better, and I've heard some people do use it. I would always, obviously, I would never really recommend it if you're able to not use it, but I do know like some people aren't able to play this game at its like full capacity, so they do need single button assistant. I mean, that's what it's here for, and you just want to heal. If you're gonna heal, and you have to use single button assistant, or you just really want to, I would think Mistweaver is probably doable, you know. It's just damage rotation? Okay. Well, the good thing is, like, the damage rotation is going to help you do good healing, right? Scott said, yeah, max level on Hunter, very casually gearing up, getting ready for Mythic Plus Week. Yeah, same. I definitely plan to hit the paint hard on Mythic Plus Week. So I'm trying to, I was debating, should I just like hammer home, like, or like really go hard on the monk? And I'm gonna get it like up a little bit. I'm not gonna go like too crazy. I'm definitely gonna get all the Mythic Zeros done this week, but I'm not gonna like grind every bit of like heroic gear and stuff that you can get and stuff like I usually do. because it always just gets replaced because of how hard I go on Mythic Plus week. So that's kind of my plan. Now, granted, I do want to like just come out of the gates hot in Mythic Plus, but who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I am gonna be just playing the Mistweaver come Mythic Plus week. Late night grinding out those Smite matches. Every now and then I'll load up and play one Smite game, but I literally can't play a Smite game after another nowadays. I wanted to play one before I went live today, but I just didn't have the time. It's like a good warm up. It really is. Plus, it's just like so muscle memory for me. It used to be Overwatch. I need like some other game that just kind of like takes my mind off of WoW for a bit. You know what I mean? And right now that's just Smite again. All right, we got a bunch of Mythic Zeros going. We need to do some questing, right? So how do I continue the campaign? Oh my God, you have to get all 17 done? Hold on, do you have to get all 17 done before getting World Quest? Is that real? And I'm at 7 out of 17? That can't be right, right? Go play Star Wars The Old Republic. True, true. The thing is, I don't have it. Deadlock's a good one, just a little lengthy. Yeah, I know a lot of people swap from Smite to playing Deadlock. I feel like if I were to hop off Smite, I would go back to Overwatch for a bit. Just because they released all those new characters, dude. Some of them look really cool. Okay, let's do Eritr's Journey, just because I know how this one goes. Is this part of the campaign? Does this count? Does this contribute? Like, would this time invested go toward me getting world quests? I mean, that's a lot. 17 chapters. Ugh. What the heck? I literally just had it pulled up and now I'm clicking the wrong things. Okay. I don't see it. I'm impressed with how much you've managed to completely ignore them. I know, right? I'm impressed with myself. I am impressed with myself. Okay, anything with a border outline will contribute. A border outline. What did I just click? Honestly, you would think this is my first expansion. We can call it what it is. I think I'm just bad at this game. Like, I think when it comes to anything other than like Mythic Plus and like maybe rating, I am bad at this game. Do you mean this? Like this little, the shield? Ah, okay. That's what I thought. But like, look, these go as. Oh, I guess they don't really look like a shield. Let's just. Maybe they are. But that's a big shield, right? So you're saying just do this guy. Okay, let's do this. De-escalate rising tensions. Let's go. All right, well, let's do this one. But how many characters are you guys sitting at with max with? Dispute de-escalated, prisoner released, and doomsayers rebuffed? I've never heard that word. Rebuffed? Rebuffed? Like how when our shaman wouldn't cast Wind Fury and our hunter player would be like, hey, I need buffs, rebuff?
I'm a warlock, not a cultist.
You're all the same.
Let's release the Void Wielders. They may wander the city, but we will tolerate.
I mean, you need to do all of them, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll likely just I'll finish what we don't finish today, like probably tonight. But we're gonna be slamming. I need to pay attention though.
Perseverance, strength.
Hail the victories, the Vanguard, and the Sindorai you've seen so far. That's right, you better concede. Doomsday. Oh, I need to do that 4 more times. Let's do it. You doomsayer. Dude, I swear. Do you think they put this quest in the game after everyone was doing midnight? I would be that petty. If I were on the team, like quest design team, this would be what my contribution. I would hear all the doomers and I'd be like, we got to do something, right? No, I'm kidding. No, I'm actually not kidding. I am that petty, but oh god, the main city lag is hitting. But I doubt. I don't think that's why they did this.
This is for the Sunwell. We cannot survive on just mana biscuits. You already took
Mana
our
biscuits, that's
weapons,
right.
our weapons, and now our food.
Give us better food.
Treat my wares with.
Alright, we're slamming. Yeah, isn't it impressive how much I've ignored the storyline? I would say so. But like I said, I really haven't been playing much off stream. I've been I've been logged in, but it's like to get clips and stuff. Was that the whole campaign quest? What? No shot. No. Okay. Now what? Now we have to do both of these? The table is the campaign for that zone. Oh my gosh, keep pressing the wrong button. Is the campaign for that zone, but it should count, right? So don't do the campaign map. Oh, okay. Do the campaign map. Good. Okay. Good. So we get to go do the Air Tour's Journey. Air Tour's Journey is fun. Okay, and this I can also show you guys. I can show you guys the XP grind if you want to, or if you want me to. So so how you do or gain access to this like crazy good XP grind right now is simply get to this point in the quest. So like you load an alt, you do the quest line up till this point to where you gain access to this table, and you pick Air Tour's Journey. And then it's shortly after you do this, you pick this up that you'll get access to it. Oh my gosh, I flung myself too far.
Importantly, we're going to fix that broken young man. Such a troubled boy. That'll happen when your father leaves a gaping wound in your chest. Not to worry, I have a plan.
Is there anything else?
Oh my gosh, I just had to sneeze and it went away. That's the worst. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. That is awful. Any tips for the first boss on Murder Row Mythic? I tried last night and it was almost impossible to top everyone. The AoE is the first boss the dog, the one that she spawns her dog. Honestly, I have not seen it yet. I would imagine Murder Row would probably be one of the last mythics that you should do. I haven't seen it at Mythic yet, personally.
That's your solution? To zap them with your staff?
Look how many Warlock gates are here.
Have exhausted themselves, giving of their own faith and power. We bolster their reserves.
The Sunwell is a conduit.
Alright, so basically you're just gonna do the Air Tour's Journey quest line. Oh, I'm supposed to use this. Oops. Do the Air Tour's Journey quest line up till a certain point, and I'll point it out once we're getting close.
But we must.
Your big sister's help? Just said I'm worried that Void Elf might sneak back in here and disrupt our efforts at the Sunwell. I have my...
Should the Sunwell fall, we have no way to
Anduin, my boy.
devouring host. We have taken different paths to reach the light.
No, did I just Tiger's List them? No, okay. Hit myself with it.
To protect
I should be able to use that gate. That's a scam. I've literally been on my Resashami only so far. Might do my Mistweaver Monk next, or a Druid, or maybe a Priest. LOL, I really can't decide. Got everything apart from Evoker in the locker. Guess that's why I'm smashing the Shami out. I think like Druids are really fun to level, but play what you think is your next best guess at what you would alt. You know what I mean? Okay, does this guy summon a portal here if I wait long enough? Because I literally didn't wait and I had to fly 800 or 8,000 yards. So if he spawns a portal, I'm gonna cry. Nope, no portal. Okay. But what you can do, instead of having to fly 8,000, you can shorten that a bit if you want to. Man, this cold is killing me, guys. Okay. I actually don't know if that's quicker. I was going to say go to Orgrimmar and you can take the portal to the Undercity. And then it's only a 6,000 yard flight. But here we are. We're at the portal room. It's a 6,000 yard flight, right? I might step away as we fly. If I can get high enough, I'll do a be right back. I haven't seen anything about like big elite boss kills and stuff, like open world boss kills and stuff. Is that a thing this season? Like, are there these like, you know how like for Dragonflight there were these groups that you would join and they were just like running around killing all these elites when they spawn. Same with like in Zereth Mortis that happened and everything. Is Mistweaver playable? Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. 1,000%. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I step away as we fly. This beautiful scenic flight. Nice. I did not hit a tree. I was hoping. Oh, sorry, Trev G. I'm back. I'm back. Trev G said, "Hey LB, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. I'm sorry. I do have a cold. I am like kind of sick, and it's brutal. It's killing me. But we push on. Okay. So we're here. We have to do some like Scarlet Monastery stuff. It's like a very short quest line that you have to do before you get to the point where the speed farm begins. I probably should go Jade Empowerment for this, just so I can pull like multiple mobs at once. Yeah, I firmly agree. Everything is playable, but I definitely think if your question is like, is it like meta viable? 1,000%. I definitely think Mistweaver has what it takes to be toward the top of the meta. Yeah, it's looking good.
I shouldn't let my doubts get in the way of the defense of this place.
Okay. One spell that I do miss is Chi Burst, man. I loved Chi Burst. Just having this like really good like ranged snipe, you know. I was gonna level a Harnier Druid next, but the amount of bugs and clipping issues they have with gear is kind of being a turnoff for me. Yeah, I've seen some Reddit posts about their gear, and it is like putting me off because I also was considering just waiting on the Druid to make a Harnier just because they have the or Harnier, however you say it. They have the really cool like new forms and stuff that like it's enticing to wait for, but yeah, the gear is kind of pushing me away from that. Oh man, okay, finally we find it. Okay, yeah, this is the cool chapel. So what we're doing right now is, one, I personally have to go through the campaign and do the quest because I just have not been doing it. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm also trying to show you guys, eventually we're going to get to a certain point in this quest line that is a very good speed XP farm that you can do on your alts. Okay, so if you are working on leveling an alt, get to the point in the campaign where you unlock that quest map and go on Erator's journey and follow along with me. And once we'll get to the point where that XP farm is, I'll show you. That way you can do it yourself. The problem is the XP farm does
Yet his relic is emitted
does lose a lot of its like luster if more people are doing that farm, because you'll split XP with them. So last night I was doing it, and what normally should give you like 800 XP was only giving you like 100. So if that's the case, it's not that great. But you know, you log on at like 6 a.m. You're the only one doing it, and you'll get that full XP. So it's one of those farms that like you can have an alt kind of parked there, and just while no one's on, you can do that
expected these relics
XP farm, and then the moment that people show up, you can log off and start working on other ways of leveling, you know.
connected to war. The silver hand was founded to wield the light.
Man, there's so many people playing Warlocks, I've noticed.
Not the measure of a
Are
paladin's
Warlocks like looking really good? How many of you guys have been paying attention to like, is the Race World First kind of showing its cards yet? Like, do we know what comps are gonna look like and stuff? Do we know what certain pros are playing and whatnot?
They fought to preserve what they valued most.
Let's go do the Scarlet Monastery.
You of all people want to strike their light?
They claimed many relics when they seized my church. Relics that would be better used to our purpose of holding back Xalatath.
Alright, where's the Scarlet Monastery? Probably should have waited. Is it here? No, it's not. Hold on. I'm a little lost. Okay, let me just click stay while and listen, just so it points me in the right direction. Because once again, I do not know this part of the map. I am a noob, relatively.
I can
Alright.
scarcely believe that the light answers
So now it's pointing me. I figured it was in this direction.
I was always taught that the light was good.
Just wanted to be sure.
Crusade is unconscionable.
Streamers said that locks are S tier, so all the sheep are on them. Ah, okay. I wonder if like lock gates let you cheese some of the mechanics, or if it's just that their damage is crazy. Probably just their damage is crazy. Man, I hope we see another Affliction Warlock tier. I liked watching the Race of World First back in like Sire to Nathria's tier, Castle Nathria. Season 1 of Shadowlands. It was so interesting because like there were so many little Affliction Warlocks, because they had I forget like all the reasons why they took them, but they had this one talent that was like really cool, and it made me want to make a Affliction Warlock where their corruption, I think, could be infinite, and it was just like really really cool, because like Sire to Nathria spawned these 4 ads that you needed to kill, but you were like kind of stuck in a spot. But if you had a bunch of Affliction Warlocks, those Warlocks could go dot those mobs and just perma-dot them for the whole phase, and they'll just slowly rot down. Plus, every Malefic Rupture they cast will kind of explode that dot too. So, I don't know, it's just like really interesting. Like, I love dot specs. So, I hope we see an Affliction Lock tier, but you never know with Affliction Lock. They're so hit or miss. Where's the entrance to this place? Okay.
The relics they possess will do for our purposes of bolstering the Sunwell defenders. It will be good to reclaim them. Ah, you're here, champion.
I am here,
Join
champion.
Erator inside.
We
My
should.
sermon to these fanatics is falling on deaf ears.
So both that mechanics are cheesable
Okay then.
with gate, and locks are just good. Gotcha.
This place has all the trappings of the Church of Holy Light, but turned to an evil purpose.
So I think the first boss doesn't spawn until you kill the second one or something.
The light is channeled through belief and conviction.
I think you first have to kill this guy.
Misguided.
What's up, Warlock? It's crazy how you see just so many people flavor of the month swap. Like, I'm not calling out specifically this guy, but there's so many players that are like, you know, mid-tier, like they just play the game for fun, but they still rely on like the pros to tell them what to play. That's crazy to me. I would never play something just because I've heard it's good from people that are good at the game, you know? If I were like just playing this game casually. I mean, I guess it is, like, if you're playing casually, it is just fun to be strong, but still, like,
If you wish to surrender
I'll never
Give us
understand
your
that.
weapon. Leave this accursed place and never return. This blade was forged long before the Crusade's hatred. Perhaps it can be returned to a wielder who is truly righteous. Who will teach them?
All right.
The light dictates. These initiatives
So right now,
call forth the light through
the quest line is to clear out the Scarlet Monastery. I think after this, it ports you to Hammerfell or whatever that place is called. And then after that, it takes you to the Arathi Highlands where all of this truly begins. The big XP farm. Which of course, I'm already level 90 on this character, but I'm doing this quest line just cuz. Let's see if we can LOS these. Which specs are people hyping up about Warlock? I feel like you just never see you never see Affliction hype anymore. God, that slow is brutal.
You heathens dare disturb my communion. The lights will choose.
Hey, I think I've got a piece of gear, right? Where did his loot go? Did I pick it up? I don't know. It's probably a quest item. No, it's this. The Two of Blood.
Another will just continue this doctrine of spite.
Veritol, the
Okay, let's
light will
see.
empower its followers.
If they want intelligence
Ethics
or
of
intellect,
force come from within each of us.
haste first, two hand. Sure.
Fix our mistakes.
I think I have a really good one hand. I need a good offhand. And then get some item levels.
Or live to be consumed by zealotry and wrath?
Alright, let me loot these guys as he makes his portal. That 2 gold, that's going to come in handy. Demo's kind of the big Warlock spec. Ah. I guess it makes sense. It would just be really cool if we saw another... I love tiers that are like Affliction Warlock, Shadow Priest tiers. I think those are fun to watch, but I know people love watching like the big Slammer tiers. I know when people have... When like Arcane Mage is crazy, people love to watch them on the screen because they just have like giant numbers and stuff. I'm sure there's other... I don't pay attention to the DPS players. Like I know people like love specific damage dealers more like to watch. And I think Demo's one of them. I don't really know how demonology works. I know you spawn a bunch of imps, but I'm pretty sure don't you have a bolt that like scales with how many imps you have? Maybe is that how it works? Or I don't know. I've never played the spec.
We're ruffling too many griffin feathers.
I will.
Glyph and
So good to
feathers.
see you again.
We will persevere.
We owe our service to those in need.
It's crazy how many people are doing this quest line. But like I said, this little XP farm that I'm going to show you guys,
We can do this.
people are catching on. Like, it's popping off now, and that's not good. You want these XP farms to stay hidden, even though I'm literally showing you. But I'm gonna do it, you know. Haven't played Warlock since Vanilla. Ah, okay. I haven't played mine since Shadowlands. I did it one day on stream because you guys wanted me to. Y'all wanted me to do an Affliction Warlock key, and I was like, okay, but my character's like level 70. You're like, I don't care, do it. So I played Affliction Warlock like once since Shadowlands. But I had it max. I was playing it a good bit on Shadowlands. I loved, there was a build for Affliction Warlock that, like, instead of spamming Malefic Rupture after you've applied your dots, you spammed Seed Bomb, like, at the start of a pull. It just nuked. It just, like, literally blew up mobs. It was so awesome.
I think it's time we started.
Alright, I think at this point, before he ports you to Hammerfall, is when I went and got my Dark Moon Fair buff. But it's not that deep. Let's port to Hammerfall. You're only in Hammerfall for a little bit. Dude, no one puts love and Shadowlands in the same sentence. You don't know me, man. I loved Shadowlands. I'm realizing my light's not on. Let me turn the light on. Where's my thing? Aha. The thing is the controller, I have to aim it like below my desk. Unsub? What the heck? Bruh. Come on. I have to aim it under my chair. Because it's so annoying. So every time I have to turn on my light, I have to aim under my chair for this light. And then for those lights over there, I have to aim like in that corner way over there. It's just it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, yeah, Hammerfall's very quick. So we're almost at the really cool XP grind that I was doing earlier.
Something I failed to accomplish.
One moment. This post is being stubborn.
Can I just heal these guys?
What brings you and your friends to Hammerfall? Please tell me the world isn't ending again.
It is. The world is ending again. I like Shadowlands Zone and music. Oh, man. Still, by the way, Vicar, it's good to see you, man. How are you doing? But I loved Castle Nathri's music. Like, I could sit there and just listen to Castle Nathri music all day. I don't really remember... What? I don't really remember their other zones, like, music too much. That's weird. Oh, I see what's going on.
Greetings.
Okay.
May the eternal sun shine upon you. What are you looking for?
I understand, Fowl. I'll gather the others and wait for your arrival.
Be healed. That is kind of crazy. That when you help people in this world, they say, like, thank you, monk. I don't know. That's weird. I guess it's better than them saying thank you, Tauren. I don't know. Zug Zug is right, my brother. Victory. Fun fact, if you sub to LB, you don't get ads. That's a huge fact. Yes, we have cranked it down to where you will get as few ads as possible just by watching, but also if you sub, you shouldn't get ads. So, very fun fact. Also, fun fact, if you have Amazon Prime, and if you're watching on Twitch, and you have Twitch Prime, you get one free Prime sub every month. And if you don't use it, that's $5 that just sits in Bezos' bank account. We don't like that. So use it on a smaller streamer that you want to support, and it is literally free for you to do so. It's basically factored into the cost of your Prime account. Oh my goodness. Okay, last one, last person to talk to.
Strength, honor.
Okay. I think that's all you have to do in Hammerfall.
Hunger and poverty are the discarded
Oh,
weapons of
maybe it's
dark
not.
wars litter the fields and complicate farming. If you would gather what you can,
What's my best useless fact? Oh, man. Ooh, put me on the spot. Okay, best useless fact. I don't really know many useless facts, but give me a bit. I'll think of one. Give me a bit. I feel like the best useless fact would be like one that everyone knows. So like, you know, everyone knows the whole like Jared Leto kicking the helmet one, right? In Lord of the Rings. What's one that I know that not many people know? I don't really know many I'll be honest, like I don't really know many useless facts. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sure if I thought long enough, I know one about like animals, because I used to watch like all those like animal documentaries and stuff. That's like one of my favorite pastimes, is watching like the David Attenborough, is that his name? David Attenborough. Those videos and stuff, those are really entertaining.
We will accomplish much together.
Okay, useless fact. 100% useless fact. Calico fats are... Fats? What the heck? Calico cats are only female. Is that true? I had a calico cat, and it was a female. So yeah, I mean, I can't disprove it. Useless fact. In Gears of War, right? The default button to roll is A, which is A is also the default button to stick to a wall. But if you want to separate those two buttons, you can go to the alternate control scheme, which makes X the stick to wall button. No, wait. Yeah, X the stick to wall button, but A will be your roll only. So there you go. There's a useless fact. I mean, like, literally stupid things like that, like different Pokemon things, like, I'm sure I know. The thing is, like, I don't think those are useless, right? Calico cats are only female. That's, like, actually kind of mind-blowing. Okay, I just messed up. So, once you get here, don't do what I just did. You can turn in the quest, but I don't think you can pick up the quest. Because if you fly over here, this is the zone where mobs are going to be hyper-spawning. So you'll see here, this is how you can level, you know, relatively quickly, is you can just pull all of these mobs and they hyper-spawn for you. Yo, keep the faith 8-7. I appreciate the support. The Prime sub goes a long way. Yes, this little courtyard is the courtyard where you can just kill mobs back to back to back, and they will just chain respawn. Like, look, these guys have already respawned. You can basically just run a big circle around this courtyard, and by the time you have pulled these mobs over here, they're dead, and this pack has already respawned, you know what I mean? So this is the courtyard. Go crazy. Erator's Journey quest line. Up till this point, go ham. Do as few quests as possible. It's me, Andy from YouTube. LOL. What's up, Keep the Faith? Ah, Andy from YouTube, I see. Oh my goodness, this guy. Oh my goodness, that kick. Just one-shot him. What the heck? But for us, I am not here to level this character. I am here to do the quest line. So I have not done this section of the quest line yet. Did I miss? I just missed. Okay, so another useless fact that I don't know if any of you guys care about this at all, but so one of my favorite pastimes back when it was a thing was I used to always, like, you know how, like, some people, like, watch every football game, like, every NFL football game? I am not that person. But what I was is I would watch every, oh, we have to kill these guys anyways. I would watch every single Smite Pro game. So Smite is a game that I love, and they had a pro league, and I used to literally watch every single game. Like, I loved it. I'd spend, like, hours a week just having them on, like, while I was editing and stuff. There was this one team that, so it's a MOBA, so you can, like, buy items to empower your characters, and you go out and you, like, farm the map, and you try to, like, team fight and kill the other team, right? There was this one item. I have to go back even further. Okay, so you started the match with 1,500 gold, right? So what a lot of people would do is you would buy a starter item, which was like 800 gold, roughly. And then you would spend the rest of your gold to buy like some potions for early sustain, and then buy the first branching item that led to you getting boots. Boots typically cost like 1,600, so you couldn't buy them immediately, but you could buy them like the first time you recalled and like could spend your gold that you attain, right? So this one team, this one pro team, they did not like their pairing that they got in a tournament or something. And so what they did was they bought the cheap boots. There was this cheap pair of boots that didn't really give you a lot of stats, but it gave you a lot of speed, and that was kind of it. But they all 5 of them bought these cheap boots. Like, these boots were bad. This strat was not a real thing. But what they did was they all bought the cheap boots and then just ran in and hid in the other team's jungle until one of them showed up before the match and all tried to jump that person. But what's funny is they weren't able to kill him in time, so his whole team shows up, right? Or like a few of his team members show up. And what ends up happening is all 5 members of that team end up dying. And now they've given the other team kills, and they're just behind. And they have these crappy boots. You know, they've wasted their gold, so it's just the game was over before it began. And yeah, it was just funny. But what was funny was one of the people that they found in the jungle is this character that has this ability where you basically swing your hammer around in a circle, and each like enemy character that it hits will add damage to when you finally like slam it in the middle. So you swing it around and then you slam it. So the swing around builds damage to amp up the slam. So he was able to hit like all 5 members and just nuke these people. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, so after that happened, that team got fined because they basically just like threw a game. And yeah, there's your useless fact about Smite. That was so long-winded, but whatever. The Loot Goblin Origins. Oh man, we're going way back. Loot Goblin Origins says, any cool add-ons for healers? I'm just returning to the game. I've been gone since Panda. Nothing like really cool. I know there was one on beta, but I think they've like basically shut it down and they're going to try to add it into the base game. That let you like split your hots and stuff. But for the most part, I use Danders, which is what this little block of my health is. Danders is good to show your allies' health frames and stuff. You can heal very easily with it. And then I use Click, which you don't need to use Click, but I use Click, which helps me just hover over and press a heal. And that way I don't have to actually click the health bar. But yeah, Danders is great. It's called Danders Frames, but, you know, we just say Danders. But there's no like really cool techie ones that I've seen. It's just basically just using the base, like the ones that just offer the functionality that you're looking for, you know, and Danders does that very well. This guy is eye-beaming this weapon rack.
Just like the Sons of Lothar.
How many of you guys have seen my short? I made it a while back. It was back in Amirdrasil. My short that was a troll short that ended in it was basically like I was like, hey, there's an Easter egg. There's a final boss that you can access in the raid. How many of you guys saw that short back in the day? Maybe you probably, if you did, you probably don't remember it because it's literally mine. I don't know. I just saw your videos on YouTube. What's the best healer class in WoW? And at the moment, Paladin and Priest. I think the best one will vary. I think like overall, I would give that to Resto Druid. But Paladin is great. Paladin is fantastic. I think Priest is fine. I think Holy Paladin is I would probably say Holy Paladin's like second best overall, and then I would say Mistweaver's third best, but only because they would be higher if their raid was as good as the other ones. Woot, I'm leveling Resto Druid. Very nice, very nice. Also, I know a lot of people are hyping up Druid. Like, they're waiting to level a Druid for when they unlock the Harnier race. And that's just because this tier also gives you Stoneguard's badge. Huh. This tier you can also get new Druid forms, like shapeshift forms that are for the Harnier race. So yeah, so if you're doing a Druid, what I plan on doing is I'm considering doing that. I might just level the Druid that I've always had, which I love my Troll Druid. I think I love my Troll Druid. I might just stick with the Troll Druid. But I'm waiting a bit to level my Druid since it's an alt. And I'm going to try to make my decision on if I want to do that. Like do a Harnier, whatever it's called. Okay, how do I get these Stoneguard's badges? From the Dark Horde. So is it just a low drop rate? Because I've killed a bunch of these guys. Oh, it is just a low drop rate. That's rough. It's just these guys that hang out up here. I wish these guys would kill these packs next to each other. Kind of do want to go Jade Empowerment just for pulling. See what I mean? They're killing that one mob over there. They need to kill it over here. I'll just tag it so I get the kill for it. Yeah, this drop rate is bad. I need one more. Give me your badge. There we go. Is the Harnier already out? Yes. Do you need to unlock it? Yeah, so it's like one of the... Are they calling it an allied race? I feel like I saw like a quest line for like... Or something about it being... I don't know. But yeah, you have to unlock it. And I think you have to do like their quest line for it. Right? Okay, so we don't go in there just yet. You know what? Loot Goblin, how about this? I also am trying to like learn about that. So how about I look for like, I'm sure someone's written like a little quick write-up. Let me try to find that. I can have it on the screen. That way we can both look at it at the same time. Let me get out of this place, turn in this quest. I'm sure someone's written like a, just here, do this, then that, and then you have it, you know. But I know you just have to do their like quest line. It could be the whole story. I don't know. Oh, crit mastery. Let's say crit mastery. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna look it up really quick. Unlock Harnier race. Harnier allied race now available in midnight. Yeah. Okay. Actually, someone just asked it on Reddit. I feel like this is sketchier. Let's trust Reddit, though. How do I unlock the Harnier race? What level are you? You need to be in the 70 to 80 range to start midnight content. Then you need to do the Harnier campaign to unlock that race. Finish the first campaign level in Eversong Woods. After that, you'll be able to choose on the map the next zone you want to campaign in. You'll choose the Harendar zone. And once you finish that campaign, you unlock the Harnier. Okay, so it's actually very simple. I'm pretty sure I already have it unlocked, right? I think that was the first zone I went and did. And I did like that campaign quest line. So it was not bad at all. And Zarkin also just gave the same answer. Yeah, you need to finish the Harendar campaign. When you then you just get them at the end. So I could technically go and make my Druid. But that's like, for me, that's like an alt thing. Like, my alt Druid is still going to be the Troll because I love the Troll racial for Druid. But I might like later on make a Harnier Druid, whatever it's called, Druid, just for the flight forms or whatever. Alright, Horde Leader. Show yourself. The racials are meh. See, I haven't even looked at them. I think I looked at them once and was like, I'm not like excited about that. And then I just haven't thought about them since. What do? They look cool. But yeah, like y'all were saying earlier, their gear is like all messed up. But yeah, I would just do it. I wouldn't do it as like, if you're maining a druid, I don't think I would main a Harnier druid. I would just make one for the flight forms, like to get those. However you go about that. Oh, I have more to do. Okay, Dark Horde troops defeated. Yeah, as you see, there's so many people out there doing the XP farm that it's not worth it. You'll only get like 100 per kill if they tag the mobs too. Or is it out there that I have to kill these things? It is. Okay. So yeah, this quest line is why these guys hyper spawn. And also, this quest line is probably why so many people are here. Alright, easy peasy. No. How am I in combat?
I can see you've figured out why Fowls brought you here.
Azeroth calls, and we must answer. Whatever comes.
If this is like the whole quest line here, this isn't that bad.
Break.
So if we're about to head back to Silvermoon, this quest line was actually pretty quick. I will main my druid. Oh, will my main druid be able to transmog per se the Harnier travel forms if I level an alt Harnier? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. I think you have to be that race out of that race's flight forms. I could be wrong though, but pretty sure that's the case. That is like the one downside to being a troll is I hate the troll flight form.
As you have guessed, that is your father's shield, broken into fragments. And
Alright,
left on the field.
while this movie, I'm going to be listening to this movie, I'm going to step away for just a second while it plays.
It was nearly 30 years ago, at the height of the Second War. The Battle of Black Rock Mountain. History books say we won the battle. All I remember is loss. Your father, Terrarius, was squire to Anduin Lothar, our leader, our brother. Terrarian seemed invincible. His shield, his resolve, never wavered. Until... his light failed. No, it didn't fail.
No!
It turned into something else.
I think the storyline's so awesome, dude.
Lothar's death broke something deep within.
This is Avenging Wrath. The Wrath of Vengeance.
Something blood that's never really healed.
Dang. Dude, the storyline's so cool.
What do you want? I had no idea.
I really love the build, but what is the main way to play it? Honestly, Like if you're doing dungeons with it and stuff, I would just like spin on packs to heal. That's why I'm taking away the crane.
That is an
And then you're hoping for dance procs, but then you just press rushing wind kick on cooldown. You will in dungeons have to Shayloons often to spot heal and stuff, but you're just trying to press spin and rushing wind kick as much as possible. And like what you can do is I'm gonna rushing wind kick, thunder focus T, and then just spam rushing wind kick. So like rushing wind kick, thunder focus T, rushing wind kick, rushing wind kick, rushing wind kick. So yeah, you just do that as like every time thunder focus T is available, you do that. That exact little thing. Rushing wind kick, thunder focus T, rushing wind kick, spam. And then you spin. Or if you're in single target, you tiger palm twice and then blackout kick as the filler. But that's just, you're just trying to do as much damage as possible to level as quickly as possible. That's the purpose and goal of this build. It is fun though. It is pretty fun. Yeah, you need to, oh, I read that. Zenelia, how is your alt army coming along? How's that going? Yeah, I'm gonna miss that storyline. I love like paladin themes. Like, I think in another life I'm a holy paladin main because I love like the characters. I love like Uther is so cool. He was a paladin, right? Uther's so cool to me though.
Please,
May he rest in
let me use
peace.
the forge. I'll need your help with the shield.
It's not letting me complete the quest here. Uh-oh.
The only thing under your control is how you feel.
My friend, I was just about to begin.
I'll pull Turalian away from his duties. They're not an easy feat by any means. It will give Erador time to finish reforging his father's shield.
Let's craft this shield.
Yeah? Is there anything else? Let's do this. I'll hammer, you control the heat.
Yes, sir. Let's control that heat.
Add some worm dust to make it more powerful.
Some worm dust. I don't have that.
It's too hot.
Ah, okay.
Pour some water on the shield to cool it.
Oh, I'm coming. Hold on. Wait, let me get all the things. Hello?
Add some worm dust to make it more powerful.
Oh, that's the catalyst. Ah, okay. Where am I? I'm cooked, man. What the heck is going on?
It's too hot. Pour some water on
Okay,
the shield.
pouring some water.
Stop.
I see now. Sorry, that distracted me.
Let's start over.
Okay, yeah, let's start over. I'm ready now. We got this.
Okay then.
The forge was throwing me off. Okay, what do you need? Come on, Eritor, work with me,
Add
buddy.
some worm dust to
I
make
got
it more
you.
powerful.
Bang.
It's too hot. Pour some water on
Yes,
the shield
sir.
to cool it. I need another steel ingot.
Dude, I'm so good at this game. It's not even close. Like, I am so good at this game.
Add a phoenix feather
Got
to
you.
increase the heat.
Oh my gosh. So good at crafting things. I mean, it looks like I made it. You know what I mean?
My son,
Dude, these two are really cool characters.
I was hoping to... that we could...
Father, I know you'd never willingly hurt me, but in that moment, you lost control.
It's true.
you ever forgive me?
I think
Dude, my jaw dropped when he sliced his son.
I know what happened the day Lothar fell. The guilt, the rage you've carried all these years. It's time to let it go.
My shield. How did you...
Take it up again.
I did it. That's how.
Be the paladin you were born to be.
Dude, I want this guy's armor.
I can't. Some things can't ever be redeemed.
Brother, just take the shield. What are we doing? What's all this drama about? Oh my goodness. Literally just take it and hang it on your wall. Like, you don't need to use it. It looks cool. I made it.
Have the shield. Didn't you give it to your father?
I did. He said some things can't ever be redeemed, and refused it.
Snitch. Tell me how you're feeling, buddy. How does that make you feel?
But a wise man once told me, I can't change anything but how I feel. So I'm going to focus on that. My father may not be ready to change, but I am.
So this is the catalyst this season.
Might be praised. Perhaps this all happened for a reason.
I just need to figure out what to do with this shield.
I could use
Take the time to suit up my gear.
Come with us, lad. You too, champion.
I must return to the Sunwell. The Vanguard needs my counsel.
Make sure I have all my best stuff equipped. I don't. Oh, that's the one hand. Yeah, see, I have a really good one hand, but can't really use it yet because I don't have a good offhand. Oh yeah, those boots are my best piece so far. Okay, we can sell every piece of gear that we're not really using, right? I'm just so afraid to sell something and then need it later. But you can always get it back, I think.
My friend.
So let's just dump it all.
It will be a test of skill, but I can repair
Oh,
this.
actually, I want the one hand still. There we go. Oh, I do want the Warbound pieces as well. I don't think I can use them though. I think all my alts have like better pieces already. Okay. That's good enough. Oh, I can open these pieces now. Now that I'm level 90. Hey, oh my god, we're loaded. Look at this. We are so stacked. Oh my god, dude. We just got bank. That's crazy. Speaking of the bank, I need to see if my WoW token's sold. Dude, we're about to be so rich. Dude, I'm about to buy Big Macs on me for the whole squad.
Honestly, Erator, we've wanted to show you the place for some time. Glad to finally get the chance.
Where's a mailbox? I feel like there's... I'm sure I've passed like 12, but I know there's one like up here, I think. Right? Guess not. Okay. A little turned around. I feel like there's one down here, right? Where am I? Hello? This place is so big, I have no idea where I am. You know what? Screw it. There's one right here. Okay, we found it. Found the mailbox. Hey, it did sell. Hey, go Wayne. Go Wayne. Only 7? I feel like you're so much higher. It's got to be bugged, right? But taking it slow, my Pally is 90. My Evoker is 82. Ah, okay. That is a cool spread. Pally and Evoker. That's a nice little duo. I feel like that's like a well-rounded, kind of like offbeat duo. Like I wouldn't pick those two, but it's really cool. Like that's a cool like tag team of specs. I feel like you're gonna have a good time this tier.
Where is this place? It doesn't appear to be in Azeroth.
Khadgar introduced us. It's in
Not in Azeroth.
hocus pocus, dimensional, what's the thing? Hot food, cold drinks, magical access. Champion, could you get us the first round? Put it on my tab.
Hell yeah! I just sold a WoW token, dude. I'm loaded.
Horde, Alliance, this place is a refuge for
What do y'all
those
want?
who've had enough of war.
They want a round. Is that like a tavern? A round of drinks. Aha, they're free. Hell yeah, I'll get like 2.
So I said, if that's my griffin, who's sitting on the egg?
Ha ha. Took me a bit to get to the joke, but all right, back to business. Tell me about the shield.
Get some thought. I'd like to hang it on the wall here. As a
Yes, hang it
reminder,
on the wall. That's what I'm saying.
we can all
I did. I leveled using mostly dungeons for sure. I should have done the quests
emerge
more, but
stronger for it.
I got bored. Too ADHD to do it.
Worst I've ever heard. To have a fine piece of equipment like that, well made, well repaired, languish on the wall.
Well repaired by me, thank you.
Oh, that's shameful.
He has a point, lad. A good shield like that yearns to protect a soldier, so they can protect others.
But it's not my shield.
Your
That'll be
father
mine if you don't
refused
stop
the
yapping.
legacy. It's yours if you want it.
Mr. Strimmer, random question. Have you ever seen Midsummer?
Fowl told me that the Silver Hand was meant to protect
Is that the
and
movie?
defend during war as well as peace.
No, I'm thinking Hereditary. There's one like weird, scary movie that my brother made me watch.
This
I'm about to look this
shield
up.
will
I
be a
hope it's not
reminder to me
anything
as I
weird.
protect Azeroth.
Midsummer.
Thank you.
Maybe?
I won't let you down.
Maybe I've seen this. I feel like it looks remotely familiar. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I have not, but I love scary movies. I just have not watched many. It's the horror movie with Florence Pugh. So no, I don't think I have. Like maybe I did, but like as a kid, I say as a kid, and it came out in 2019. So no, I'm saying no, I did not.
We should return.
I'll safely say no. But like I said, I do love scary movies.
Our cantina needs our
I love the like really weird ones. Like one of my favorite ones is I think it's called Creep. That one's so good. It has the guy from the morning show. I think it's called Creep. No, not a song by Radiohead. Creep movie. Yeah, it has Mark Duplass. I don't know. There's literally just 3 people in the movie, but it's pretty good. It's creepy for sure, but I like movies like that. All right, so y'all, as you guys know, I am a little under the weather. I am like sick in the head, like nose cold. Let's see. We just watched it. It was great. Okay, then I'll definitely check it out. The thing is, my wife does not like scary movies. But I do. I love watching scary movies. The weird thing about me is like I get really anxious when it comes to like doing long flights, like plane rides. So what I do, I don't know why this works, but whenever I watch a scary movie, specifically a scary movie, it literally, I guess it's because my like nervous system's like too focused on the scary movie that it doesn't let me get nervous for the flight, but it literally calms my nerves perfectly. Like I'm not even scared of the flight. Not scared, but like anxious about the flight when I watch a scary movie. So what I do is I just download a bunch of scary movies before we take a long flight. And it's great. I'm fine. Like I'm so much better off. Oh, this is a quest. I don't think I need to do it, so I will not. But yeah, that's when I watch all my scary movies because, you know, on a plane you need headphones, so like usually me and my wife, when we're home, we watch everything together. But when we're on a plane, we can watch our separate things because, you know, you have to have headphones and stuff. So that's why I choose scary movies then, because it makes me weirdly not get anxious on flights. Okay, let me pour it out. I will step away for just a moment. I'll be right back. Also, it's Wednesday. I need to walk today, so I'm going to try to get my walking pad set up when I get back, but give me like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna stand up my desk really quick. But then I want to talk about some movies. Thank you for asking about movies. I love talking about those. Still don't have a perfect system for this, unfortunately. But let's see. A movie that I watched recently that was really good. I don't really know how like popular this movie was, but I think it's the best movie I've seen in recent memory. What was it called? Give me a second. This movie. It's a movie about Andrew Garfield, not Andrew Garfield, but he's playing I forget who, but he's playing like a real person who makes musicals, but he hasn't had his big break yet. But this movie was fantastic. So if you're looking for a good movie to watch, I recommend this one. It's like kind of emotional, but like also just like a beautiful like music piece. Oh my goodness. It's not turning on. Okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just crawling around on the floor. Yeah, this movie's great. I know me and my wife just watched a good movie, but I cannot think of what it was. But that movie's good. We do like musicals. It wasn't like as much a musical as it was like a documentary kind of thing, but like also just like not really a documentary. Just like the story about someone, you know what I mean? All right, I'm going to be walking at very low speeds if I can figure it out. Okay, it's beeping. That's a good sign. Okay. Very low speed walking just because I've been sitting all morning, and as you can hear, I am sick. So I need to walk off the sickness. Dang, what movie had I just seen? Oh, we also, speaking of Florence Pugh, we watched her movie also with Andrew Garfield, which is probably why my brain made that connection. The one where I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like In Time or something. It has time in the name. And they're acting in it. That one was unreal. So good. But you'll cry. Like, it's one of those that, like, it just triggers your emotions constantly. Like, that one was so good. What's it called In Time? What was that one called? Like a Space in Time or something. I don't know. Something like that. That one was really good. Bet I'll add it to the list. Yeah, I feel that. I hate long flights. Turbulence is the worst. See, I'm weird. I don't mind turbulence. For me, it's just the takeoff and landing. Because I'm afraid of heights, but it's not being up high. People always like, whenever I like try to explain it to family members and stuff, they're like, wait, I thought you were afraid of heights. How are you okay with flying? It's not that I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of like ledges and the risk of falling. So like if I'm up on a tall building, I'm terrified. Me and my wife went to we went with our families to this like we hiked up a mountain, and there's this like big palace at the top of the mountain. And I couldn't move. My knees like buckled. I could not take a step because I was like in the middle of this like grass, and all I could see was like a drop off. But really what it was is like it was kind of like the hill just curved down a bit, but from my angle it looked like a drop off. I could not take a step toward the ledge or like toward the edge because I thought it was a ledge. Like, I don't know. So something about like when the plane's first taking off to where like it could still technically go back. I don't know. Something about the takeoff and landing scares me. But turbulence I'm fine with, because turbulence is usually a good sign. Like turbulence just it's not bad, right? Hey LB, do you mythic raid? I do. I'm in the guild High Five. I could find my... Here, I got you. I do. If you want to see my recent history from my recent character, I'm posting it. Give me a second. Yes, Jinx. How about yourself? Do you Mythic raid? Yo, I've gotten Cutting Edge. I started raiding back in Castle Nathrian. I got like AOTC back then. And then in the, I believe the next tier, or maybe 2 tiers after that, is when I got my first Cutting Edge. And ever since Jailer tier, I've gotten Cutting Edge. I'm more afraid of a 10-foot ladder than I am an airplane. Hey, I'm so clumsy that I'm kind of there with you, but it's so hard to explain. I'm afraid of, like, man-made objects. Also, like, I can't go into a skyscraper. Not even to the top. Or, yes, I can't go to the top because going up on the top would scare the mess out of me. But I can't even go in the lobby. I'm afraid of going in the lobby. It's so weird. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it's like a, I know it's like an irrational fear. I know there's no reason to be afraid of being in a lobby of a skyscraper, but even there's a bank downtown that we had to go to one time to get like some kind of thing, and it was in like a big building, and I was like, I was scared, and it's so sad. Like, I wish I wasn't this person, because like, what if, I got this like really good job, but it's on like the 27th floor? Or what if like Blizzard invited me to go do the Race to World first, or like something like that, and like host something, and they're like, okay, we're gonna put you in this hotel. I'm like, sweet, I'm going to like Chicago for this event. This is awesome. And then I see that the hotel, like, 1, it's a 60-story building, and 2, I'm on the 52nd floor. I would not be able to do that. Like, I can't do that. Being in the elevator, we went to Chicago, and it was like a 30-something floor building. And we were put on the 27th floor. And that elevator ride was like one of the scariest things to me. I don't know how to explain it. It just was. Like, I'm so scared of those kinds of things. I can't. I wish I knew how to explain it, and I wish it wasn't real, but it is. It's just the reality for me. Okay. So let's meet Lady Liadrin at the Amani Pass. Yes, sir. I am walking very slow. I should probably pick it up a bit. Yeah, because this is a little too slow. I need to scoot it, too. Ugh, okay. Scooted. And I've pressed plus a couple times. Hopefully this is... Okay, yeah, this is like a normal walking speed. So this will... If I keep yapping, I'm going to be out of breath so quick. That's what we like. How goes the grind? Honestly, pretty good. So I've been working on videos a ton. During my off time, so I haven't really had the chance to really grind as much as I usually grind. However, you guys know me. I plan to hit the paint so hard once Mythic Plus comes out. So, like, basically any grinding other than the leveling grind that we get done today is kind of going to be, like, made obsolete or whatever, made, I guess, like, redundant, kind of. Like, it's going to not be worth doing once Mythic Plus comes out and I just slam keys all day, but it will make those first few keys easier if I have a higher item level. So right now I'm going back and doing the campaign quests because my ADHD would not let me finish them while leveling.
Over here, champion. The situation is escalating.
So
There is no need.
we are going through and completing the campaign. We've knocked out, honestly, I've been slamming it, just been yapping, having fun with you guys. We've knocked out a couple chapters today, but you can see just how much I ignored. This guy's a jerk. Makes sense. I've also not grinded super hard, only done 1 M0 and M218. You're ahead of me by a good margin, so if that tells you anything. Takeoff and landings are the most risky part of flights. Everyone should be way more terrified of landing/takeoff than turbulence. Yeah, 100%. Turbulence is like... Turbulence honestly just means that your plane is being steady in the pressure that it's in. You know what I mean? Like, or at least that's how I see it. Like, it's a good sign. That just means that your plane will not spiral from turbulence. Like, it won't cause anything. Whereas like landing gear is so, that is like, landing gear is the most like at risk part of the plane, you know? Like if one part's gonna break, it's probably the landing gear. Which a plane can land without its landing gear, sure, but that's at least what part of why I get so nervous. I don't know, man. I promise I'm not like scared of many things, but the things that I am afraid of are like, oh, they paralyze me. Hey. Okay. She's kind of a baller. Oh. That's right, Queen. I'm terrified of the ocean. Jinx, my wife is as well. Which stinks because, well, I don't like the ocean just because I'm so, you can tell, I'm pale, I'm like ginger. I can't do sand plus the sun. It just hurts, right? But my wife is afraid of the ocean, but it sucks because I was like a swim instructor, like competitive swimmer growing up. Like, I'm big on swimming pools and just swimming in general. I love being in water, but I can't, you know, I can't fault her. Like, I would never make her go in the ocean. So, because I understand, one, it's like the unknowns of the ocean are so scary. I get that. But for me, they've never really bothered me. I've never really been like, oh, I'm going to get bit by a shark. But I do understand why people are. That is one that to me is way more rational of a fear than what I'm afraid of. So I can't really fault. But yeah. I'm too low to get accepted into M0 as a DPS. And I'm too lazy to form my own groups. No. Just form your own groups. It'll take so much less time. As your city burns is crazy. Let's help out the Amani. War drum sounded. Invading Shadow slain. Get out of here, Shadow. God, we do so much damage. Back away from my friends. Like, all of my characters, except for my monk, are trolls. I don't have, I feel like, no, it's Zandalari troll is a race. I don't have Zandalari troll unlocked. I don't have any allied races unlocked, I'm pretty sure. Because don't you get all of the other ones other than Harendir? Like, you get all those from just doing the same quest line, right? And I've never done that quest line. Alright, where are these war drones? Here's one. Yeah, you're a troll. Okay, Luffy. Luffy, I'm curious, what race did you make your character? I never asked that. But you said you're playing a mage, so I bet, if I had to guess, you made some kind of like elf or humanoid. Oh, you made a troll mage. Interesting. You know, Luffy, all respect to you. You strike me as the Volpera mage type. I don't mean that in a weird way. I just could have. I pegged you as a Volpera mage kind of person, which I think is a cool combo. Alright, we need 2 more drums, which I cannot find for the life of me. But to be fair, because I'm walking, my screen is just shaking constantly, so it's like playing on hard mode. Plus, I'm pretty sure when I got my new glasses, the prescription's wrong, so I can't see for anything already. Ah, they're down here. Gotcha. So I'm guessing like this zone is kind of maybe around where like Mysar Caverns is. I'm guessing maybe they give like similar vibes. Dang, bring more feeble trolls to the slaughter, dude. Those guys don't mess around. Kind of messed up. I kind of wish that I played back when Gul'dan, whatever his name is. I wish I played back when he was a bad guy, because apparently he was pretty crazy. I need those, like, really bad guys. Like, Xal'atath is a very bad guy. Like the big bad, you know? But I need those, like, vicious, like, violent, you know, crazy people. I want to see a tier with that. I guess, like, because, like, you know, I had, like, Sylvanas and Anduin were, like, big enemies in tiers that I've played. And the Jailer was kind of a bad guy. I guess Xal'atath is the worst person that has been a bad guy since I've been playing, I think, right? Since I've been paying attention. The Jailer was pretty bad. I also don't know his whole lore, so I only know what I saw and paid attention to during Shadowlands. I don't know, in BFA my guild swapped to Horde, so I liked the haste racial for combustion back then. Hey, I'm the same way. I make a lot of my healers are trolls. Because one, I have a lot of Horde characters, because that's where all my guilds have been. But I also really liked that racial as well. I have a druid who really likes that haste. I think my shaman is a troll. Shaman doesn't even need the haste. I just made the shaman a troll because I like the aesthetic of it. Remember, Sylvanas did nothing wrong. I mean, you can't prove. No, that's what I'm saying is, like, the bad guys that have been bad guys since I've been playing have been pretty tame. See, the thing is, I also didn't really pay attention to what Sire Denathrius did, really. Like, I don't really remember what he did. And then, like, Dementius was just this big bad guy that, like, Xal'atath helped summon to distract us. Like, he wasn't really, like, a big part of the story from what I remember, right? He was just, like, kind of used. But also, like, the reason why I say Xal'atath doesn't seem like such a bad person compared to some of the old bads is because she was on our side at the time, you know what I mean? Nowadays we see just how bad she was and, like, how she's orchestrating all the things and stuff. But, like, at the time I was like, I mean, is this really the bad guy? Like, I mean, she's cool and all, but she's no, like, I don't know. There's no, like, vicious, crazy, like, bloodthirsty bad guys since I've been playing. Yeah, it's pretty hard to hold my screen steady while walking. I'm trying. I wonder how hard it would be to do some mythic pluses like this. Maybe in, like, the early parts of the season I would do this, but never in, like, a push key. Okay. Tell Elder Doru to evacuate. Get out of here. Are you insane? Get out of here. The curse is real. Jack does, I believe it. Jack's in great shape, though. He does Mythic Plus in walks. That's awesome. Like, that is baller status. Props to him. I am very new to walking while playing. I didn't even know he did this. This is so cool. I feel like every streamer should eventually get to where they can do this. This is like how you ideally, for your own health, should stream, right? For Hashe's staff. Where's the staff in this box? Okay. That is awesome. Playing Mythic Plus while walking is... Whew. I haven't tried it yet, but I can imagine it's crazy. I'm also very new to walking. Yeah, you know, I was born, like, last month, so... No, I mean, like, my coordination's just not used to it yet. I'm fine with the ocean as long as I can see the bottom. If I can't see the bottom, though, that freaks me out. Yeah. Honestly, I've gotten more used to, like, I'm more excited, or not excited. I'm more okay if I can't see the bottom. Because, like, when you can see the bottom and, like, a little fish swims by you and you see it out of your periphery, I panic, you know? Oh, wait. Do I have to kill this guy? So I need weapons and fires extinguished. Am I farming renown? No. I am... So basically when I leveled my monk, I got distracted and just honestly just spammed dungeons till I hit level 90. So now I'm having to go back through and just like actually do the quest line. But the good thing is like now I don't feel rushed. And I feel like I can actually watch quest scenes and stuff or cutscenes. Whereas like if I was leveling and doing the quest line, it would feel like I want to level as fast as possible. So let me just skip this quest scene or cutscene. You know, like I feel like not rushed doing it this way. So although it's obviously not ideal for like an efficiency standpoint, I prefer doing it like this. Damn, we missed your birthday. I know, right? Come on, guys. I was born last month. No one told me happy birthday. What the heck? No, I'm kidding. What month is it? It's March? Nah. Y'all did. I feel like I streamed on my birthday last year. You know, it's funny. All growing up, I hated the idea of people, like, knowing when my birthday was. Even to the point where when me and my wife met in college, our little friend group was like, hey, we just realized we've known you for a year and we've never celebrated your birthday. And I was like, yeah, that means it's working. They're like, what do you mean? And I said, I just never tell anyone my birthday. I hate that. Like, I hate, like, just people knowing, you know? And they're like, nah, you gotta tell us. So eventually I ended up telling them my birthday, but we went like a year and a half and no one knew my birthday. See, I had a friend in one of my old guilds named Light Dale. I thought that was him. I thought we just encountered each other in the wild, but no, that was Light Ale.
You dare address Sultan, brother of Sultara, and heir.
Alright, let's avoid combat if we can. Got one more fire to light. It's probably over here. I see a bunch of wood pot. Nope, we are out of the quest zone. Where you at, firewood? It's over here. But I will say, I think this is my first year. I think this is my first release streaming and hanging out with you guys while the season starts. Hey, Blame Fate. Blame Fate. It feels like it's been a minute, but it is so good to see you, Blame Fate. Hope Midnight's treating you well, or whatever your life is throwing at you is going well. But I appreciate you for stopping in. Thank you for the sub. The support goes a long way. A long way. Last year, but it was last month. Now I'm confused. Yeah, I just live in a state of confusion, so I'm going to be honest. But I think this is like the first real expansion drop that I've like streamed and hung out with you guys like week 1 and stuff. And I like honestly like I just have to thank you guys for making this one. I feel like of all the releases, I will remember Midnight the most just because I'm having so much fun streaming more often and stuff. So I know it's just week 1 and we're just kind of all doing the questing and leveling and stuff, but I feel like we're setting up for a really good tier, and I really want to thank you guys for hanging out on these days where we just kind of sit here and grind together, you know? Well, grind our characters, I guess, simultaneously, I should say. Because I'm not really playing with anyone, but y'all are very, very good company. I appreciate you guys so much. Alright, Demoralized Defender, get back in there, buddy. You got this. Just swap specs, go again. Griffin. That's kind of half of why I went back and corrected myself. But because I figured someone Oh man. Hey, speaking of Griffin, this doesn't have anything to do with you at all, but me and my wife, we went over and hung out with my like in-laws, her parents, and we were just like chilling. We were like watching shows. Her mom's like such an amazing cook, so we were just hanging out, eating food, and just spending the night chatting with them and stuff. But we took a card. Like we found a card at the store that was just like basically just said thank you for being you or something, just to hand to them, you know, just because they're great. And my wife was like, we should like write something, or what, like, do you think we should write something? I was like, let's not write anything, let's just draw something. And she loved that. She was like, sure, let's draw something. Neither of us are artists, right? So we just drew, she drew this little character that when my wife was a kid, her mom would always draw this character on her lunchbox or like on a napkin and put in her lunch, just to kind of say like, hey, have a good day and stuff like that. So she drew that and it was like sentimental. Well, my mother-in-law loves Snoopy, like from like the Charlie Brown world and stuff. So I was like, what if I drew Snoopy from memory? My wife loved that. She was like, yeah, go for it. So I drew Snoopy from memory. Let's just say I did not draw Snoopy at all, okay? It looked more like Brian Griffin than it did Snoopy. It was so funny how bad it was. But yeah, it was still fun. And she still liked it. She still did laugh. Dude. Okay. I still need to kill a ritualist and a troll breaker here. Okay, surely. Yeah, there's one of each in here for sure. Griffin. Griffin reminds me of your wife too. Wow, Luffy, you can't say that. Luffy can only say that because they are an IRL friend. Luffy messaged me and said whack. Luffy, are you level 90 yet? Have you been on that grind? Also, have you done any of your grind through PvP, Luffy? Because I did. Tarunda's here. No, it's Torundo. I was about to say, I haven't really seen much of Tyrande. Tyrande. Tyrande, I know she's a character from the WoW universe. I remember I've played her in Heroes of the Storm, and I liked her. She was really cool. So I'm like, okay, so surely she's going to have a big role in this universe. I think Tyrande was the one person that, like came down from the moon and was, like, really adamant of, like, I need to kill Sylvanas, right? Was that Tyrande? Am I getting the, like, two people mixed up or something? Regardless, if that was Tyrande, she was awesome. That character, whichever one I'm trying to think of in the whole Shadowlands storyline, that character was so cool. Like, she had it out for Sylvanas. Lightwood, Ballista. Oh, I love these quests. The grand glory of Xalatath. Okay, so what are we doing? Fires a loaded Lightwood Ballista. Can destroy void shields. Order support Ballista to fire at any incoming missile. Ooh. Let's fire at that missile. Oh, so this is like a... So I'm defending that, I think? What the heck is going on? No, shield... Okay, yeah, so we destroyed all those. Now we need to destroy the shield, these guys. Destroy the things attacking it. This is cool. It's like a turn-based... like a little turn-based RPG. I'm losing because I suck at this, but... I think I'm firing at these guys. Yes, okay. So I'm firing at these guys, but then when I get fired at, I need to press the shield. This is cool. I love these quests where you just, like, control something, you know? Why am I still supposed to fire over there? No, okay, we just saw some hit markers. Keep firing this way. Now we just have this guy up here. Oh, dude, that was sick. That was actually really fun. Okay, now what? Fire! Nice. Very cool. Luffy, okay, I'm going to take this time. I'm going to stop walking for just a second. I just tripped. It was bound to happen eventually. Okay. But I played one PvP match. Let me watch this first. He evil. Is that what my transmog looks like? That's bad. We need to fix that. Okay, but I played one PvP match the other day. Look at these freaking stats. This is sorting by damage done. I was second in the entire lobby as a Mistweaver monk, as a healer, with, like, in damage. That's insanity. I had 9 killing blows. Thought I had more, but I had 9 killing blows. But look how much damage I did. Healing, this is sorting by healing. I was the top healer by, like, almost 3 times. I've never played PvP, especially as Mistweaver. But the thing is, Jinx, I wasn't even, like, trying to heal. Like, I was literally just going for damage. And, like, this is just passive healing that I was doing. But yeah, I've heard Mistweaver's really broken in, like, 2s and 3s because you're really good at keeping one target alive with passive hots and stuff. Like your Soothing Mist, your Serpent Statue Soothing Mist, and, like, Renewing Mist and stuff. But that was in a battleground, and I was just kicking the stew out of people. Like, I would just, like, destroy people. It was so much fun. I one-shot people in World PvP, though. Oh, what kind of mage are you? Are you a fire mage or frost mage? I know frost mage has that big, like, icicle spear thing that just, like, nukes. Frost. Oh, okay. Okay. Is it called icicle spear? Is that right? Or is that, like, not a real thing? Glacial spike? It's not the same thing as icicle spear, but I think one of those is right? Is that how you one-shot? I feel like one of those has got to be the one. The Guest of Zulaman. Recognize your skill in battle. They will now tolerate your presence in their lands. Love to hear it. I need to work on my posture next. Not just walking, but posture. I also should tilt my camera a little bit up, maybe. While I stand, it doesn't really go up further. I guess I'm just too freaking tall. I'm like, what, 6'7"? I'm out of the frame of the camera. This is as high as the desk goes. That's not true, actually. It goes up like an inch more. That axe doesn't rotate, lol. But yeah, I'm just way too freaking tall to stand and still be in frame, guys. I'm sorry. Glacial Spike is ass now. At least in comparison to before. What is it that you... I don't really know many frost spells other than, like, the AoE ones that you would use in dungeons. So I know Blizzard. I know Frozen Orb. I know, like, Frostbolt. I know, like, Fingers of Frost or whatever that thing's called. Other than that, I don't know much. Skip the I hate the meeting, so I'm gonna... Oh, it is a meeting. I thought this was where you had to go around and meet all the people. Let's listen to this meeting. Dude, Zul'Jan sucks. He's a jerk.
Not many Amani made it back here.
This guy's got cool horns.
I have sent out a call to my people. We will see.
Forgive me, but what about the Loa? Can you not call upon them to aid?
Ooh, I love the Loa, the Bwan Samdi.
They abandoned us long.
No, get Bwan Samdi in here. Get your trinkets.
We can rely on our own strength.
I asked again for your assistance. You've got to make a stand. Make ready
Is this a Mistweaver monk in the wild? Hey, yo. I say, shout out Mistweaver monk. Another one in the wild, dude. Love to see it. Except he's actually leveling.
No point in talking about the Loa. They abandoned us long ago. Come, let us
There is a point in talking about the Loa. I swear we better bring the Loa in. I want Bwan Samdi or Riot.
Toronto, I need your report. When can our soldiers be ready for battle?
If you see a mage channel Ray of Frost on you, thin blue line, pop a defensive. Okay, so it's kind of like how like snipers have that like line that like locks in on you. So Tyrande Whisperwind, she's the leader of the Night Elf. She's got massive beef with Sylvanas, and Sylvanas kind of burned down the main Night Elf city. Oh, okay. I knew it was like Sylvanas burned down some city. I just thought it was the one that Tyrondo like grew up in. I didn't know it was the main Night Elf city. That is kind of crazy.
The Ravenpust's best smith be repairing our weapons. We are working as fast as we can, but many of our weapons were broken in the attack.
Let's see, that other Mistweaver sent me a message. Unlimited spinning. I also have my personal tank.
Weapons are not ready.
Their personal tank? They mean Gigi? Huh. Alright. Where are the shamans?
Seeking you know, none can order the Shadowbind. We wander, obeying only the inner fire.
This place reminds me of Christmas. It's like a giant wreath.
A few warriors, few weapons, a few shamans as well.
It is time for desperate acts. Would you let your people perish because you did not try every option?
Fool elf, I told you the Lord.
You were with me as a child when I last
I will help Zuljara.
The Lord always heed us in times of crisis. They may live.
Yes, uncle. But even then, the Lord did not speak to us. My
Light the shrines on the way to the temple. And don't forget to leave Akers on an offering.
I love that voice actor.
the temple be open.
Such a good voice actor.
Now then, killing them will help us pass the time on the way. Come, Ashura.
Anyway.
The Twilight's blade pushed a Narlden into our territory. We will have to fight through them to get to the temple. Kinde.
Dude, nothing beats this sound.
Go
Like when you turn in a quest, take it, and then pick up another one, like nothing beats that sound. Kind of wish like every time I did a task around the house, I just heard that noise.
Nests of the eagles that roost here.
Okay. So. You need to kill these 3 people. You need to light 4 shrines, and we just need to kill a bunch of Gnarlden. You can kill Gnarlden last or along the way, so. Let's light these shrines, or whatever they're called. Let's do this first, because I'm sure we'll run into Gnarlden on the way. Yeah, like this one has a guard. Yeah. But since we're fighting 1, we can fight 2. Oh, we can just touch a death on. Okay. Dude, Mistweaver does so much damage. Alright. Cruising. I definitely like... I feel like questing is a skill. Hear me out. Hear me out. I feel like I just lost. Maybe it like requires concentration, but it also you kind of get into this rhythm because like a lot of quests are like kind of the same thing, just reskinned, you know, to be real. But like I feel like you just if you get out of practice, if you haven't leveled in a couple months, you kind of like lose that rhythm. But now I've done it like the past few days. I feel like we have the rhythm back. But we need these heads. So actually, let's fly over here. Oh. Yeah, having shortened cooldown Touch of Death is so good for leveling, too. I say leveling, but just like open world content, right? No, they're gonna kill it. No, I'm stuck. No, don't kill it. Okay. Need one more head. How many of you guys have already been like collecting like resources like mining, herbalism. Like how many of you guys gathering? That's it. Like how many of you guys have been working on your gathering professions? Because part of me wants to like get a head start, like hop on the druid and just run around. Like I might even, can you level a character by just running around and collecting herbs? That's a thing, right? If it is, like part of me wants to just do an herbalism grind on my druid. You can, okay. I just gather passively, yeah, same. See, my monk isn't like a gatherer. I have it right now as enchanting and leatherworking. But those, like, it's hard to have two crafting professions when you're not like a hardcore profession grinder. I should have killed these guys way earlier. It's like I always just like pick one and then go from there. Oh, I don't need this guy. I need these little guys. Yeah, my druid has herbalism and skinning. I love doing skinning farms. So you can just like do gigantic pools and then skin them all. And you can even, there's like some parts where you can like group up with other people and do that if you want to. But I'm even happy to like solo skin. Like skinning is my favorite way to make gold. It's not like the most lucrative, right? Like you don't make a ton. Is lucrative right? I don't know. It's not like the best farm. But it's usually good enough. And to me, it's like, it's my preferred, like, it's satisfying, you know? But then, yeah, I usually do some sort of crafting on my monk. Which last year it was enchanting. It's just hard to make it's hard to make a profit with crafting. You have to, like, go really hard. And I don't really have the time to, to commit to that. Plus, it's like one of those things that, like, if I sat here and just worked on, like, professions on stream, you guys would hate that. Every time that we were doing, like, whenever I was doing the All Healers to 3K challenge, and I would be like, okay, let me craft a weapon, it would be, like, 5 minutes of me trying to craft a weapon. Like, I know you guys would, like, click away and stuff, and I don't blame you. It's just, like, dull, right? Blood Knight Matriarch. First one! I tripped. I was trying to step off, and I stepped on something, and then I tried to take my foot off, and I was like, wait, I only have one foot to stand on. Okay, we have our first trip out of the way. It had to happen eventually, and it honestly wasn't that bad. At least there's a couch for me to sit on. But I was trying to step off. Yeah, clip it if you want to. I don't really mind. I was trying to step off because I'm not wearing the right walking outfit. Most of the noise was just this thing dropping off my desk, though. It really wasn't that bad of a fall. It's almost like I just stepped off the treadmill and sat down. Like, it sounded a lot worse than it was, but it's okay. I'll do it for the clip. Yeah, I'm fine. I am fine. Like I said, all the noise that you heard was this thing. It's like a pad. All it did was just drop. But I wanted to step off because, like I said, I did not choose a good outfit to walk in. So I was trying to adjust my outfit, if you know what I mean, and I stepped on something I didn't want to step on, so I stepped off of it. Man down by Dog Watch. Let's watch it. Like I said, I'm sure it looked and sounded worse than it actually was. Oh god. Man down. Man down. Like I said, it was bound to happen eventually. At least it wasn't bad. That literally was not, I'm telling you guys, that was not bad. It probably sounded a lot worse. Alright, anyways. Back to it. Now, we have our wardrobe fixed at least. I took a little sit-down break there, apparently. We're back to it. Back to the walking. Like I said, like it looked and sounded way worse than it was, but honestly, I'm surprised that hasn't happened already. With how coordinated I am, like, with how much of a challenge this has been to try to, like, play and walk at the same time for me, like, I thought I would have fallen way long ago, so not even impressed. The ledge reached. See, this is hard for me. If this were real life, see, like, I'm already, like, kind of leaning back a bit. If this were real life, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where I was walking on the top of a mountain, and they wanted to go to the ledge because there were stairs down to another ledge, and I personally, my legs locked up about here because the illusion of a drop off was there, and all I could see was just like a giant lake, right? So like my legs froze. My wife was like, "But like, look, it's not really a drop off. Like, you're fine. Like, it's okay. Take your time." But I was like, I cannot move. I cannot move. So I ended up, what happened was, like, I had to, like inch myself until I could see that the stairs were there, right? Whew. We were about to have a second fall of Elby Ninja, but the great fall. At least I set up a comfy cushion, I know, right? At least I fell that way and not that way. So that way I would have fallen into my shelf and stuff. That was like, whew. I'm expected to jump off this after I was just talking about my fear of ledges. Guys, I used to like play Minecraft, and I would like games like Minecraft. I would build a long tower and then just jump off of it just because like I knew it, like I was scared of it. Like I was trying to confront my fears in Minecraft, right? Now what in the Avatar Last Airbender is this? It's a Lua, I think. Zul'jin's a grandfather? What? That's crazy. I'm gonna send this clip to my wife. She's gonna love that. I'm gonna send it with no context. First of many falls. Like I said, I'm not even getting embarrassed by the fall because there's bound to be plenty more. She'll like that.
So now Alamani must suffer for my grandfather's mistakes. If you don't help us fight the cup,
You passed my trial, Sujara. You have my favor.
What was your trial, to jump?
Need the others
need them for what?
to become the first Hashe in generations.
Hashe away.
What else?
I want to be Hashe. Bruh, same. Me when I fall.
Know that you are not your grandfather. Triumph where he failed. Become Hashe, a true Hashe, and will
Dude, we are saying Hashe a lot.
in defense of Zulaman.
Yes, Queen, let's do it.
You better be worth my time.
So next you must seek Halasi's blessing.
You seem pensive, Zuljara.
Pensive, what a good word.
Akazan graced us with her favor.
What is this? You become my Hashira and you think you can
I'm not gonna lie, my feet are starting to hurt. Give me a second. I need to put on my slides so I can keep walking. I need the reps, right? My slide is all the way over there. Okay, we're back. But the thing is, I'm already so freaking toweringly tall. I'm a whole 6'7" at least. So my forehead's already cut off on the camera. Can't really raise my camera anymore. You know what I could do? I could turn on that light behind me. Let me do that. While we fly. There we go. At least there's some light behind me. Whew. like I said, I am glad that we got the first fall out of the way because it was bound to happen eventually, and that one was really not bad. I'm glad I fell backward and not forward. Because if I fall forward, it's over, right? It's the whole setup coming down, the PC's broken. Because my PC is one of those. I have a, like, one of the panels is like a glass panel, like I forget what it's called, but it's one of those that's like very easy for it to shatter. So if it falls once, it's gone, right? The crypt entrance. Alright, captured Witherbark. We need to slay trolls and slay the big bad at the end. So let's rescue some Witherbarks. Yeah, I don't see how people can do full-on Mythic Plus while playing. Because, like, even just then, when I knew I had to, like, do a 180 and kick behind me, my person, I, like, leaned a bit, knowing that I was about to have to turn. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to do full-on Mythic Plus where I know I fall over and stuff. What is this? Why are these guys lit up like they're a quest enemy? Because I don't think they are. Oh, they count as trolls. Okay. They're literally like dead trolls. This guy's butt's in the ground. Once again, me when I fall. I feel like the Witherbark to troll ratio is very high. We need more trolls in here. Okay, so this wing is where all the trolls are. So it appears. I need the big bad troll. Where is he? Is he up here? I'm gonna sneak right past you guys. Don't mind me. Okay, someone just came through and killed him. I bet it was that other Mistweaver monk. I need more trolls. Here's... Do they count? I don't know if these guys count. It's okay, we're just gonna do a bigger pool. Just to guarantee we have it. Die! Surely, yeah, we have it already. Easy peasy. I bet the boss upstairs is already respawned. Maybe we can walk around him? Potentially? No, we cannot. Okay, so we gotta kill this guy again. Oops. I need to take the slides off. Hey, but falling, you know, you learn through failure. Falling has taught me that to get off of the walker thing, I need to step to the right, not to the left. And not backwards, because there's no room behind. But so my next alt that I'm going to be leveling is going to be my Holy Paladin,
What do we do now? This mist.
and then my Druid. And I think those are going to be the big three that I play this season, which of course just happen to be like the three best ones in Mythic Plus, right?
The Temple of Echoes.
But I was going to play those three regardless. Like Mistweaver is obviously going to be my main. Druid I've been wanting to alt again for a while now because that is my OG main, and then Paladin has really captured my attention lately. So that is the reason. I'm not a Fodum kind of person. I just happen to be excited about the ones that are flavor of the month, right? You know, we use Fodum, flavor of the month, as a term. A lot of other games have terms like that they use a lot, that like they're used to. Like we also use Biss a lot. And I have heard people saying Biss in other games and other like groups and stuff. But I think it originally stems from WoW, right? I think those people just happen to have played WoW, and now they're playing whatever game they play, and they say Biss a lot. But one game that I just started playing the Pokemon card game again, having a lot of fun with it, but one term that they use is BDIF, best deck and format. Biss is way older than WoW, you're saying? I mean, yeah, I would imagine so. But best deck and format, I feel like that's just like saying BDIF. Why not just say like best deck? Because one, BDIF, you're only saving one syllable. And two, it's like mouthy. Why not just say best deck? Like, oh yeah, that's the best deck. Why do you have to say it? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
Kid of the Amani, pride of their pride.
Pride of their pride.
And found
Pierce the veil, I hear you.
You who created the fog. You were trying to hide the wither bark from the vile branch.
Despite Sul'jin's betrayal, I silently watched over my wither bark.
Kalaz, Suleiman is under attack. I have come here on the path of the Hashi. Give me a
Hashi.
trial so that I can win your favor.
Trial,
I knew the Lua would get involved.
no trial.
But we need
You learned to prowl. You used cunning to see what is hidden. You saved my witherbark children. No
It's lit.
trial could earn my favor.
This guy's dope. That gear on like this like leopard looking thing, that looks so cool. Hell yeah. The power of the mist. I guess it's the power of the fog. Are we gonna see a fog weaver?
Has been redeemed. There are further trials ahead. May you hear your prey before they hear you.
Hey yo. That's right. Let me see if I can find a music playlist that I want to listen to. Okay, I'm just gonna try this one. Hope it works. I want this guy's mouth. He's so cute. He is awesome. He is so cool. He would be such a great companion. Like, if you were in this world and you were like a fighter and you had him to like run along with you, he'd be so cool. That'd be awesome. He's a very cool character.
Then you will help us track and kill more doom in the
Alright, we've
twilight.
got the blessing.
They will be my prey, Amani Kid. May the shadows protect you always. The path of the Hashem. My grandmother told tales with about no little of Janalai. But the eccentric lower speaker still lives at the
I know all about eccentric.
Dude, there's like all these like little quests. You know how I'm doing all the campaign quests? We've passed up like hundreds of little just exclamation point quests. It's crazy to me that there are so many people that like love to just complete, like there are people who complete every quest. I saw like one of the big time streamers is doing that. Like they're going through a zone and completing every quest in that zone, and that is so cool. Like I strive to be that patient, right? Okay, let's fish here. I'm looking for like the prime fish puddles. So anytime that I see a new fish puddle, we're gonna stop and check it out. See what it drops us. Give me something good. I want like a purple fish. A lucky Loa. Okay. I don't know how much that is, but it sounds expensive. What's like the chase fish this tier? Because I know last tier it was like the whatever the shark was that they made the feast out of. Surely Lucky Loa's got to go for at least 40 gold, right? Surely. Alright, we got some Lucky Loa. I try to do them all of them at the start of the expansion while there's not much else to do. Well, hey, fun fact, I didn't even complete the War Within campaign. I don't think. Maybe I did. I don't think I completed the Dragonflight campaign. Maybe I did. I don't know. Like I didn't really care for those. I'm not like much of a quest doer. I get way too distracted. And then what I find fun in this game is the competitive side. But I will say, this campaign, this is the first time I've ever like, other than certain Shadowlands moments, this is the first time I've like really enjoyed doing a campaign. So I have to empower the coal. Ominous Octopus are going for like 145 gold each. Ah, okay. What kind of puddles drop that? Ominous Octopus. I need to empower coal. So these guys are glowing, so I'm guessing we kill them, get their fire, take it to the coal. Amazard. Ah, so they don't have coal. How does one empower coal? See, these guys are glowing like their quests. I feel like... Ah, okay, so me just like fighting them is empowering the coal. Collecting sparks of Janalai within the magic coal. Within the coal? Well then, so should I go walk on the coal? No? Okay, my percent just went up after killing those guys. Okay, so it is kill these guys. Where are more? I must encounter, or empower the coal. I've already lost aggro on those guys, but it was worth it. There's a lot over here. Is that a fellow Mistweaver? It's a Brewmaster. Boo! More like Boo Master. Get out of here. They mostly drop from the Voidstone area. Ah, okay. Is the Voidstone area accessible maybe only after you complete the campaign? Or is it like the final chapters of the campaign? Why, like, I guess my question is, why is it that I haven't gained access to it? Is it just because I haven't gotten there yet, I'm guessing? Ooh, my feet are hurting. Let's pivot back to the slides. This,
I will stay here with Brett.
this walking thing's kind of uncomfortable, not gonna lie.
Or decides to wander off.
Let me see if there's something I can do. Give me a second. Huh. I don't think so. But I can put my shoes on. My house slippers. It's the last bit of the campaign? Oh, okay. Okay, we have safely transitioned from the ground to the walk pad again without falling or busting our butt. For those that missed it, I did fall earlier. The clip is in the Twitch chat if you want to watch it.
Let's see what the flames make of my spirit.
This dude's cool. Manifestation of Zul'jin. He only has one arm. Oh, who cut off Zul'jin's arm? I feel like I've seen that cutscene before. I don't want to guess because I know I'd be wrong and sound like an idiot, but I feel like I have seen that before.
I wonder who the next one will be.
Come to point out more of my flaws, mister. Why? Afraid I'm a better Amari than you.
We are both a money enough.
You know, it's kind of corny that I helped her kill those manifestations. Those were kind of like her like internal personal trials. Why am I getting involved? You know what I mean? She should have defeated the manifestation of Zul'jin and Zul'jan, not me. Oh, dude, look at this guy dancing over here. Heck yeah. Same, brother. This one.
Oraka go kill.
Oraka.
Let me face whatever shame still hiding in my spirit.
Yeah, you face your shames. See, like, she just said, let me face whatever shames I face, and then he just said, face your last trial. Why am I having to fight this guy? If I'm not going to reap the benefit, you know?
Let it prey on your doubts.
It doesn't really make sense to me. Very tame fall, lol. Death sounded worse than... Well, yeah, for sure. It wasn't that bad at all. It was literally just like I stepped back and kind of just like fell into the seat. But things fell, so it did sound pretty bad. We'll see worse. Give it enough time. If I keep walking on this thing, which is the plan, oh, we'll have some juicy falls for sure.
And the fire live again.
Especially with how clumsy I am.
The cold. The egg. It is ready.
I probably shouldn't walk and drink. Just because if I do fall, that would like damage my teeth, you know? LB heard the zone was all about getting Loa and decided to fall. Just a misunderstanding. Get low. Dude, that's so good. Random rolling. That is great. I appreciate you for chatting. First time chatter, and you came in with a bang. That was awesome. LB heard this game was all about getting low. What do I keep hitting? That was a good one. Mad props. I wish I were that funny.
Your trial has purified the line of Zul'jin. A new day dawns. Such is the cycle.
Dude, that thing looks sick. It's like a giant phoenix. It's like, don't worry, this ball of fire approaching me won't hurt. How many more Loa are gonna empower this person? Dang, she's powerful. I'm watching while at work, so I wasn't able to say this when y'all were talking about it. But I play Volparian Monk. I know a lot of people that I've talked to like playing Volparian because don't you have like some different like way of hearthing? Like, can't you basically set your hearth like anywhere you want to or something? And that is very useful. It's like a very useful like casual, like racial, if that's the case. But it's kind of like people make goblin alts just because like they get discounts and stuff. Like there are some racials that are very beneficial for. It is goblins, right? I think so. But there are some racials that are just beneficial for the casual player, and like that's really good to have. Dang, I'm realizing I should definitely have my shoes, my tennis shoes up here. I'm going to be walking in shoes, but I can't walk barefoot for not barefoot, I'm wearing socks, but can't walk in my socks for too long because this thing hurts my feet. So does you would think they would design a walking treadmill thing to be nice to feet, you know what I mean? Like why is it hurting so bad? It's just so hard and flat. Alright, use the mortar to grind bog herbs. Not gonna lie, this questline does take a lot longer than the Erator one, and the Erator one was awesome. I kind of wish that that one took longer. This one's really cool too. I'm actually really enjoying this questline. I think this is why I'm liking this this tier more than the other one, because Midnight's questline is just more like cool. Like it's just really cool compared to Midnight, compared to War Within. Ooh, she'll cut off your head. Alright, we gotta look at these tapestries. Ooh, we gotta get the green one, right? For the Mistweavers. Let's go and use all these decors, clear up some bag space. Also, I got a mount earlier for doing a quest, which is always cool. I feel like you get less and less mounts nowadays than you used to. It's a BOE, we can see how much it sells for. We can go ahead and sell the trash. I got some more decor in that bottom right. Do a little bag cleansing. We can also see what gear we have that can be equipped. Nice piece of gear. It is shoes, though. We already have a very powerful pair of shoes. We can sell this. Okay, let's see. Sell my old staff. Dang, rest in peace. Okay, now what? Now I want to check my gear, see if we've gotten any upgrades. So, boots, no. A ring, yes. Very cool. A cloak. Yeah, but is it worth it to replace the rescue wraps? I'm just going to, just for item level's sake, but I bet that's not worth it yet. Got a good waist upgrade. Neck is not an upgrade, but those substats, no. Still want to keep what I got. Chest, no. Boots, no. We're back to the rest. Now we can cleanse the rest of it. I'm going to keep the rescue wraps, though. Alright. Let me get back to it. Let's rid of the helm. Let's keep going. We're grinding. I think it's pretty cute being small and beating ass. Honestly, true. I loved playing my, what was it, a dwarf. I love playing my dwarf monk, but I did recently delete the character. I could always get it back, but I liked playing it because I was short, but that's what I did Mop Remix on. But I had to delete it so I could free up the name. Just flat LB Ninja. Alright, enter follower dungeon. The Den of Nalorak. I'm guessing this is gonna finish this quest line, maybe? hope you be successful. Bear says, "Hi LB, so I took your advice and started leveling my Mistweaver. Very awesome. How are you liking it so far? I feel like Mistweaver does so much damage. You should do some talent changes. Make yourself do a bunch of damage. You got things like Dance of Chi-Ji, Rushing Wind Kick. These two talents, they make you do so much damage, dude. So much damage. But then immediately confirmed I would rather play H-Pal. Well, hey, there you go. At least you gave it a shot. And that's the best way to know what you like the most, is to try both. But trying it out did help me, so thank you for convincing me to try it. Of course, people always ask me, like, should I play this or that? And I just can't answer that for you. The best way for you to know is trying this or that and seeing which of the two you prefer. Should I just, like, this is a follower dungeon, so I could just, like, run ahead, right? Or just pull a bunch. Just pull everything. Everything that's gonna get in the way. Dang, they are all the way back here fighting. Follower dungeons are so weird. I don't think my wife has seen the clip yet of me falling. So I'll make sure she watches that when we end the stream. You don't have to do it as a follower dungeon. Ah. Dang. Well, see, the problem with doing it as a normal dungeon, like queuing it not as a random normal dungeon, is that then you're doing a normal dungeon, you know? You get, like, nothing for doing that. It could be nice if we could queue a random follower or random normal dungeon and get queued into this, but how likely is that? Thing is these followers are doing kind of more damage than some of the groups that we were getting put in earlier. Let's just go up here and get these berries. Hopefully my group doesn't pool, which I know they will. Look, that bear just got destroyed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that these NPCs are doing more damage than my group earlier. Okay, we definitely need to get these renewing mists out. We're actually taking damage here. Problem is, though, is that these NPCs are so spread out. I don't know if my conduit's going to hit them all. Boltarski says, I'm going miss, I think. I've tried a dungeon and leveling and I couldn't move health bars in the slightest. Uh-oh. I'll get better, or it'll get better, but holy crap, it was rough. Well, honestly, some of the dungeons are hurting. Like, Murder Row slams you a lot more than I thought it would. Alright. Let's fish here. Oh, oops. I was supposed to reel it in. My bad. Nice. But I'm glad you're trying Mistweaver. I think it's a ton of fun. This person's pinging, buddy. We're in combat. I'm trying to keep you alive. I mean, I know it's literally an NPC, but these NPCs do get ping happy. Dude, I've been walking for like a long time. I'll have to look back in the VOD, but I feel like I've been walking for like maybe an hour and a half. I'm pretty sure. I could be way off, but just mindlessly walking. Could have been my gear. Could have been people not moving from swirlies. Who's to say? Yeah, I mean, it could be that the gear that you came into it with, because if you're trying out Mistweaver and you didn't have it geared from last year, it could be that it's pretty under-geared for those normal dungeons and stuff, but Mistweaver, it does take a few reps. Like, you definitely have to get the rhythm down and gain, like, understand the interactions and stuff. Wow, man, that hunter just opened so much damage on it. Alright. Well, no. I pressed the wrong button. No. Okay. Whew. I sent the NPCs running. Come on, fish and bobber. Reel in a fish. Finally, goodness gracious. And that's going to be a dungeon? Ugh. Just sit there and wait on that? Yo are not playing? Yo are not playing. What you mean? Yo are not playing. I'm playing. Hello, Walking Mantiel. What's up, Frigid? I like the name, Frigid. It's pretty baller. Was good. Honestly, I'm about to have to stop walking. We've already fallen once today. It's a clip. You can watch it yourself. We've already fallen, but also I'm getting like been talking and yapping and walking and playing for this long. Ugh. I've been going for a minute. Sick lust from the NPCs. But we're currently doing the like quest line. The Horde Monger. Mr. Streamer for Healing Monk, do you know if all the melee stuff is mandatory to be a good healer? Remember back in the day you could choose it as an option. I just prefer to chill in the back and heal. You can chill in the back and like there is a build that is like still secondary to the like in the melee punch and kicky play style. And even with that build, you ideally are in melee so you can reset your rushing wind kicks. But there is a build that plays with rushing wind kick in Mythic Plus dungeons that is doing pretty well in the beta. That is probably, people are probably going to like jam and put up some good numbers with. But if you're just playing at a casual level, there is also a Jade Lightning build that's, you know, good enough. It still plays around all the strong Shayloon's interactions, but you're using Jade Lightning instead of your punch and kicks to do the maintenance damage. The problem with it is that since your Jade Lightning does less damage than your punches and kicks, you'll have to pivot to your casted heals more. So you'll spend more of your time using your like Shayloon, Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist, that kind of thing, than you would if you were playing your punches and kicks, because you'll fall behind the damage more often. And for that reason, it does get pretty mana inefficient. You have to be like really worried about your mana and stuff. But like I said, it is playable. Like, especially, it depends on the key level you're going, but there are some key levels where you could, like, literally, you could slap together the most random build and be fine. So, and since this build is actually a cohesive build, it just is less efficient in the downtime throughput than your typical Mistweaver build, and you'll put up less damage. But like I said, you can definitely do it and get away with it. You're not going to, like, troll these, like, mid to low keys. So you're not going to troll them by playing that kind of build, you know? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know the pathing in this place yet. Oh, I'm getting pinged. Okay. Brother, I can't. We've already done all that. I feel like we should have to keep moving, right? We killed that boss. Oh, no, we killed that boss, so we have to move through the waterfall, right? It's like on the other side of it. Yeah, we have to go this way. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Of course, Frigid. Now look, like, if you're trying to be the best you can be, it just is straight up just is not the most optimal playstyle. But it's good enough for probably like what content you're asking about. You know what I mean? It depends on the content you're asking about. Like if you're trying to push for like top 100 monk, odds are there might be like 1 or 2 people that force it, but they're gonna just be playing a less optimal. You know what I mean? I'm a classic Andy Boomer. I will never become the best again. Well, then there you go. Yeah, you should be totally fine. If that is your goal, it can help you accomplish that goal for sure. Okay. Whew, man. With how out of shape I am, I should probably start calling myself a classic Andy Boomer as well. Goodness gracious. Alright. Let's cross the bridge. Let's just one go it. I'm not even gonna stop. Nice. Whew, all this walking's making me hungry. Goodness. I know I could skip these mobs, but then the NPCs would just pull them, so I might as well just grab them. Alright, come on NPCs. Whoa, that chunked me. Come on, Captain Garrick, live. I'm not sure what you mean, Daniel. You said yo are not playing. Are you asking if I'm playing? Are you saying, maybe you think like since I'm walking I'm probably not the one actually playing? No, I'm playing. He meant you. You are not playing. I feel like do you just mean because, well, I feel like that's gotta be it, right? Like it probably looks like I'm not playing because I'm walking. No, I'm playing, look. This is me. Alright, now we just climb the mountain. Can hide behind these rocks. What? Oh, I have aggro. Oops, I was like, what's killing me? Alright, let's book it. Go, team, go. Ah, I pulled the wolves again. It's okay, we can make it over here. We can just spin this pool. I hope I live. Guess we'll see here shortly. I have mistline on myself. I'll go ahead and cocoon too, just to be safe. Come on, team. My army of NPCs, get in here. So what we're working on, for anyone just joining, we're finishing up the campaign. And part of the quest line that we're working on is that you have to do this dungeon. And it offered it to us as a follower dungeon, so we're jamming it as a follower right now. Honestly, it's going about the same speed as a normal group. I guess how slow it is basically due to how slow I've been pulling. Let's keep Captain Garrick alive. Might have pulled a little too much, but we're still fine. Stabilize with our enveloping mist. Let's get a few more out. We have Chi-Ji, we have revival if we need them. That has so much health. Dude, I love how the tank NPC is doing the most damage right now. It's crazy. Alright. Oh, we did it. Goodness, I am not gonna lie with you guys. I did not think I could get this exhausted from just walking at a slow pace, but man. You couple that with the talking and everything else, like, dude, it is really tiring. Come on, team, I'm dying. Tank, get here, grab aggro. Thank you. I can't kick that because I'm a freaking healer. Maybe I can LOS it? Oh, I just realized that's a ledge. I almost just, like, my knees just buckled, guys. I'm not going to lie. That just terrified me to no end. That's crazy. Did not know that was a ledge. Find shelter. Let's stun that frigid wrath. Alright. Is it boss time? No, we have one more. Oh, did I miss a boss? I feel like I missed a boss back there, right? I bet we just have to kill the final boss, though, to finish this quest. I wonder. Whew. Yeah, I guess the main problem with me doing a follower dungeon, not like a real normal dungeon, is that we're going with my pathing, and I don't really know this dungeon yet, to be honest. What's crazy is, I'm sick. I'm actively sick right now. And I was feeling the effects of it earlier when I was sitting. But ever since I've been walking, I have not felt the sickness. Like, it's like my body paused it. So that's kind of why I'm opting to keep walking over stopping, is because stopping just brings the sickness back, right? Random Rolling says, I wonder why all Mistweaver streamers are so positive. The most punchy healer is nice somehow. I think it's just because Monk is it's just like a vibey spec. So most people that play it tend to be vibey. Like, I know, I was hanging out in Mystical stream the other day. Yeah, Mystical's super chill. So I feel like it's just like, like the chill Monk attracts the chill person, you know? Would be my guess. Alright, does that complete the quest? Or no, we do still have to go and kill the final boss. Nalarak. Yeah, we didn't... I remember now. It teleports you to the last zone. I remember. The opposite of human warriors, right? Green ballet vibes. Green ballet vibes. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I also just think it's like the way of the monk, you know? I don't know anyone that, like... Who were, like, the... Are there, like, streamers for, like, Windwalker? I know Shaw. Shaw is a brewmaster. He's chill. He's pretty chill. I don't really know any Windwalker ones. I know there's that guy. Do they still make content? There was, like, a YouTuber named, like, Windwalker POV, I think. Was the name? Or POV of Windwalker? Something like that. That person seems really chill, too. So I really do think it's just a monk thing. but also it could just be a chance thing. Off to take care of the kids. Have a great walk plus level stream, Ninja. I appreciate your random rolling. Have fun with the kids. Shout outs to you for being a good parent. And I appreciate you for hanging out. I will walk as long as I can, which I feel like it's coming to an end, man. My body's starting to be like worn down for sure. But I've gone for a lot longer than I thought I could. Let's pull the bear too. By the way, if you don't know, I am in a follower dungeon, so I'm not someone who will just run ahead and pull a bunch of crap for the tank and stuff. It is because I'm playing with actual NPCs. Dude, look at this hunter. He is like always just running around on the outskirts. Like, just plant, dude. But I guess actual hunter players really do that, right? So it's like their attempt at making them realistic. Mount up, my minions. Tonight we ride. Wonder if we can double pull this. It's just a matter of if I can live before my tank grabs aggro. Now we have those casters just wailing on us. Oh man, I'm so excited for Mythic Plus though. Very excited. Your fist moving with Russian Wind Kick. Yeah, so this is the build that I'm playing like this week only, basically. The premise of the build is I don't really care if the whole build is like a very good Mistweaver build. What the premise of this build is I just want to do as much damage and have as much mobility as possible, because this was what I was leveling with, and this is what I'm doing like questing with, and really I don't need to really maximize my healing for all of that. I just want to maximize the speed that we kill things, right? So I'm playing like Dance of Chi-Ji because it gives us more damage in AoE packs, so I can like pull a whole room and just Dance of Chi-Ji it all down and stuff. Playing Rushing Wind Kick because it does a lot of damage. There are a couple different talents like that where I am just playing it just for the damage. It's not really to play this like this is not a build that you should like copy in like Mythic Plus, or don't think that this is like what I'm playing in Mythic Plus. No, this is a this week only kind of thing, you know. I'll show it to you in a second, but it is literally just trying to piece together as many talents that can help me do more damage. Like you see here, I just Thunder Focus Seed, so I can get 4 Rushing Wind Kicks off like very quickly, combining Morning Breeze with Focus Thunder. That is the premise. Alright. Finally. Maybe this has gone slower. I don't know. Okay, but this is the build that I'm just running this week only. Thanks for the tip, of course. So yeah, like we picked up a bunch of talents like Bounding Agility, Jade Walk, just some random talents that give you like movement and stuff from here, and some like damage ones. Then we're playing the combo of Focus Thunder. I need to move out of that. Focus Thunder, Morning Breeze, and Emperor's Elixir plus Rushing Wind Kick. Like you just do pretty solid damage. But now I'm playing catch up because I was yapping. Whew, I am exhausted, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Straight exhausted. That's good. That's what I like. I used to be really big on working out. Like, I used to play like multiple sports at a time. I was the kid that I played 4 sports all growing up. Played football, soccer, I swam, and I wrestled. Like I nonstop. Any part of the year, I was doing a sport. So I used to be really big on working out, and I have not worked out in probably a decade. Like it's been a minute since I've worked out, so I miss the feeling of like being sore and stuff. So I've started like lifting weights again. starting walking and everything. And man, although obviously it's a negative feeling to be tired, but man, it does kind of refresh you if you haven't been like, you know, this way of tired in a long time. It's like refreshing, you know. I've been working out every other day for the past 6 months. Frigid, that is fantastic. Fantastic. I have started working out again a couple months ago, and I've kept to it. Like the thing is, I don't do it too often because I know that's how you build a weak habit, is you try to do it too aggressively. So I've like been slowly transitioning myself back into it, and eventually I'm working my way up to like hopefully be able to work out like I used to. Yeah, so far I've liked this method of doing it, slowly transitioning into it, right? But every other day for 6 months is amazing. Since my doctor said my blood pressure was entering into a danger zone, now I get some bulging muscles. There you go. Thanks, 6 months and you got those bulging muscles. Love to hear it. Congratulations. Yeah, no, my family, we all just have like, it's like we have the worst genes possible, right? But yeah, bad blood pressure is just like a family thing. Uh-oh. My walking pad just died. We beat it. We beat the level. What? I didn't touch any. Is it overheated? I'm glad I didn't bust my butt, because it just like randomly stopping underneath me. Well, hey, there we go. I was about to be done anyways walking because I couldn't take it anymore, dude. But I literally beat it. I beat the walking pad. I am exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta sit back down. Holy, I've been walking for like multiple hours straight. That's crazy. Ugh. Man, and you know, it's just walking. You're like, what? I walk every day. Like, that can't make me too tired. But the other day when I walked on stream, I went and like I always go and like debrief with my wife. You know, I like talk to her about her day and stuff after I stream. Like listen what she's been going on and stuff, and tell her like any fun events. Like, yeah, this person was in here and we were like talking about this and stuff. And I was just sitting there. I was like, I am exhausted. I am so sore. And I just walked for like 3 dungeons that day, like straight. Made like 2.5, right? But man, today I walked even longer. I know I'm gonna be like pooped. Do I have to just leave? I feel like all we do is click leave dungeon. I'm pretty sure my walking pad overheated. You won, you may retire from today's workout. Finally. Until next time, I know, right? I hope my walking pad's okay. I hope it didn't do any, like, permanent damage, right? But, so I do have, like, some, the only, like, things that I have to work out with are adjustable dumbbells. So I'm very limited on what workouts I can do, but I need to bring them up here because I could start doing that too. Like if I fail a key, then I have to do like 10 reps of something, you know what I mean? Like make it a punishment. Or if someone subs, they could like, with every gifted sub, you could make me do this, and you know, like things like that. We could start contributing that. That way it's like I'm forced to work out, right?
Now what do we do?
Now what do we do?
Killed me? For years we have dreamed the dream of the dreamer. And now we have his mercy.
Is her helmet just like stuck in her head like this?
And you have my blessing, cub of the Armani. To the ferocity
to our people. And when you need us at Nalara, we will be there.
I have liked the storyline, but I definitely did like the Erator one better. We did it. Ah, we get to choose. Okay. A ring, a neck, or a shoulder. I feel like our ring needs to be upgraded, right? Yeah, we take the ring.
Always got a place in Suleiman. The Amani leader gives you lead. Now that I have Malarak's blessing and burden, we can rally my people and end Mordoon for good.
This has got to be the end of the quest line, right? I feel like this one's gone on so much longer than the other one. Knights said, I heard you fell. Are you okay, my guy? I'm good, Knights. I am good. It wasn't that bad at all. Who posted it? Was it Luffy? I bet it was Luffy. But what's good, Knights? I know we don't have D&D tonight. We have it next week, right?
He took the warriors and I couldn't stop him.
He took them all.
Perhaps we can catch up.
I don't understand.
I figured as much. Uh-oh. We in trouble. Are they mad at us? What do we do?
The Witterbog come to aid the Amani.
Dude, that was so sick. As he walked, those people appeared. That was awesome.
Come to aid the Amani.
Dude, the Shadowpine are jacked. And then there's this guy.
Come to aid the Amani.
The lower, the back, all not be lost.
Let us
Shout out to the
fight
Loa.
the Twilight's blade. For the Amani tribes. For Suleiman!
Dang, Chi Wave is passive now and a little different. Yeah, Chi Wave's passive. They took out Chi Burst, so you kind of have to play Chi Wave. I'm sure it's fine. It's a safety cutoff for a reason, yeah. I'm sure.
Go on. Our kill zone's eye beyond your own.
Hey!
With the blessing of the Loa, we will rid Suleiman of the Twilight's blade.
Yeah! Shout out to the Amani! Dang, this questline's still going, though. That's crazy. This one's definitely longer than the other one. But we've done it. We've helped defend the Amani.
Vengeance for Tanaman.
Yeah, let's take it back. So basically, at the start of this quest line, oh god, it's ravaged though. Look at this crack in the ground.
No matter. More chaos and death to please Salatai.
This Mordun, like warlock dude, was attacking this land, the Amani land,
Giving me power.
and we've gone through this whole quest line to empower the Amani and to gather forces and stuff. And now here we are. We're about to just like take it back. This is so sick.
I don't feel the same.
Get back in there, soldier. See, this is what I do best. We can heal these guys. Get in there and fight. Here, take PI. Can I just heal him? I feel like I should be able to, right? Yeah, okay. That way I don't aggro anything that is nearby him. Or nearby to him, I should say. Yeah, this quest line was pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. We do have to kill these things, so I'm gonna start eventually. Just take all these free grabs that we can. We need to destroy some conduits. Let's make our way to those. Well, I guess just knock all these guys out. The conduit crisis.
Entertaining, but you will die for for the glory of Zalatan. Finally joining the battle? Show our foes what you learned from me.
I love how everyone's just, like, all I hear is just shouting.
Not like a true Amani, Hashura.
I bet at the end of this, we're gonna see, like, a cool cut scene of the fight. Where they kill Muldan, or whatever that guy's name was. I just heard a monkey. Like, the sound of a monkey. No, maybe it was an elephant. Either a monkey or an elephant just screamed in my ear. I bet it was an elephant, if I had to guess. Monkey doesn't sound right.
Excellent. Now our talons are free to rend these weaklings' flesh.
Hello, little Hashura. Come to play with us.
Yeah, Mistweaver just kills these things so quickly. You just do so much damage, dude. Like, I know a lot of people swap to Brewmaster to level their character, but I am glad I say it as a Mistweaver. I feel like you just kill things a lot quicker than you should. Alright. Got 3 more conduits to go after this one.
These void-addled mongrels are wonderful playthings.
Void-addled mongrels are wonderful playthings. That's crazy.
Come, Hashura. Let them feel your inner flame.
Pretty sure my first 2 rushing wing kicks hit this thing instead of him. Or they got blocked by him. Because they didn't do any damage. Oh, I got tricked. It's not in there. It's over here. Yeah, I definitely need to go through and start leveling my alts as well. I guess after we finish this campaign and I get like a couple pieces of gear on my character, like in-game pieces, I will end up doing the... Obviously, I'll do the Mythic Zeros eventually. Try to get some guildies in there with me. But I'm not going to go like all out just investing all my time into one character this week. Like until Mythic Zero or Mythic Plus comes out. But when Mythic Plus comes out, I'm just going to blast on the monk. We're going to like speed run to 3K, like get all the gear we can.
Flee, fledglings. Flee from the sight of fire's true.
Okay, now I just need to kill forces. Come here, forces. Oh my goodness, these casters are slowing me down.
I'm out of range.
We're so close. The war is almost over. It's 6% more. It's probably these 2 guys, right? See me. There we go. Your minions are nothing more than fodder. It's crazy.
Remain vigilant.
Come. I need
Surely that's the last bit that I have to do, right? Oh, can't complete it.
Xanaga.
What if we made it all the way this far
We need to take this fight.
and
Let's go.
I couldn't, like, it wouldn't let me progress? That'd be sad.
You seek to challenge me.
I do seek to challenge you.
Strength isn't even enough to break my barrier.
Mordoon. Ooh, we get a drum. Was that a trinket? That thing looked cool. If we get a drum trinket, that'd be sick.
Very well. We will remove.
Alright, let's fight this guy.
Go forth, Suzara. Take our blessing and crush your prey.
Haha. Let me at him. Mordoon, you're going down, buddy. You are going down. I'm gonna step away because I feel like that's gonna, like, knock you back or something. Let me fight you.
I will not die by your hand, mortal.
We'll see about that, buddy.
God could save me.
Only a god could slay me, he says, before he dies. Famous last words of an idiot.
Blessed by 4 of them.
Oh! This guy has a lot of health. Goodness. I mean, he is the general of an army that has just absolutely ravaged the Amani, so... Checks out.
Bring your corpses to Salatab personally. Not if my blade enter yours.
You know, I feel like we're fighting this guy and I'm just sustaining him. But if he had a healer with him, we would just be in a stalemate, right? Why aren't there more healers in this world? I feel like there should be more than just, like, I can name I can name way more DPS and, like, tank NPCs than I can healer NPCs, and I am a healer. I focus on the healers. If there were more healers in this world, the wars would just be a stalemate. Like, how would we kill each other if we just both had a freaking Mistweaver pocketing us, you know? Like, imagine his health bar with his 2 million health if he had a freaking healer just soothing misting him. We wouldn't be able to kill him. There would be no wars. Alright, Mordoon. Get out of here. You're killed. That was anticlimactic. I want to see him, like, wither away, you know?
Don't worry me like that.
Hey, okay, we get a trumpet. Use echo the sound of your drum through a sacred Loa temple, aligning its beat with the will of the Loa. Okay, so don't know what that effect really means yet, but you have an equip ability, which is just that you have a chance to gain a crit buff. Very nice. Wonder what that on use actually
You're
does.
still a funny one. The end.
Let's equip it, though.
The battlefield is quiet. Your warriors must have finished off the remaining Twilight's Blade.
Nice. We win.
Lightwood, Loa, outsiders, even combined, an ocean of Amani blood paid for our victory.
We did it. We won the war. This was a very cool storyline. I liked it. I like this. It's just like Xalatath and her little minions are just like all over the world, just causing havoc, and we're just like dealing with it. Like, that's this quest line. Is we're just like going here, putting a stop to this guy. I'm going over here, putting a stop to this guy, you know? Which I like. I think this is very cool. So far, one of my favorite bits. Bruh, I saw one of your Instagram shorts. You were playing PTCGL live and Master Rank. Yes, yes. I was.
There are many.
I just got into the game. But I've started going to like some paper events. Only that like my local card shop puts them on like once a week. So in paper, the deck that I built, just because it's like one of my favorite Pokemon. Now look, if I had the choice, if my favorite Pokemon was a very good deck, it would be Metagross, and I know the Stevens Metagross deck is like gaining some steam, but it's just not as good as I would like it to be. But the deck that I built in paper was Marnie's Grimmsnarl, because one, I love the spread damage, and two, I think that Pokemon's just sick. But online, I just play whatever deck. Like I've won a lot of games with Dragapult just because that deck's fun and it's really good. But I play Metagross right now online, and it's doing very good. Yeah, you can see, you can't really see them right now, but I have some Pokemon cards here. I have some down here, like this is an Umbreon. These are some Metagrosses. I have my gym badges from the Kanto region here. I love me some Pokemon, man. You play Zoroark, very cool. The last local event that I went to, you know, they give you those little play packs just for playing, which is awesome, by the way. I wish Magic did that more. But in my play pack, I got a stamped Ins Zoroark, which was sick. There's a local that plays Jellyfish Metagross, and he wins pretty consistently. I mean, I need to play the Jellicent because that Jellicent's really good. So I'm online. I have been smoking people. Like, now that you can play like Pokepad or whatever, you can play like the next set's cards with the old set's cards. I am trouncing people with Stevens Metagross. You play Stevens Metagross as one of your Pokemon lines, and what Stevens Metagross does, if you haven't seen it, I guess you have seen it, but just for anyone that cares, he can basically grab 2 energy from your deck and slap them on your Pokemon, but they have to be Steel and Psychic, and they have to go on a Steel and Psychic Pokemon, so you're limited on how you can build a deck. But the attackers that you're trying to like charge up with that energy is what the one that I'm playing is. We did it. We beat the story, or this story at least. The attacker that I'm playing is Empoleon, and it's really good. But also, I've had some pretty spicy tech in there too. Rotation is gonna be good because Golden Go and Gardevoir are finally gone. Yeah, for sure. I play a lot of basically every moment that I'm just like chilling watching TV, I'm also playing that on my iPad. So I'm playing it a lot online. But in paper, I'm trying to build some decks so that way I can actually play more. I can play more. Dang, we're 14 out of 17. We still have 3 more chapters to go, but hey, we are slamming it. Lore Master of Midnight finish. There you go. Hell yeah, we just got so much done. What was I saying? Oh, but I'm trying to like staples and stuff because like the Pokemon card game is so cheap. You can like for like a few pennies get like a staple, which is not a thing in Magic, right? So like as I like win and play and like open the prize packs, I'm trying to like develop like a couple different routes if I want to like change up decks. So like I said, for this standard, I have what's it called? The Dusk Noir. I can build Dusk Noir if I want to, which is the one that I've played the most, is the Dusk Noir build. But I'm also building into Alakazam, which I think is going to be my favorite deck, just because I love drawing cards. I love spreading damage, but I love drawing cards. So I have like almost everything for the Alakazam deck. I just need to like find someone who will trade me for an unfair stamp. I need an unfair stamp for next season. If you're close to the NYC area, I am not. I am not. We have a really big and strong community. Usually help new players find cards. That would be dope. No, we have a good, like, I'm much more like, I'm not in the city, right? But the locals here seem very chill. I just don't know if it's really hard to find some of the bigger cards. Like, I'm gonna have to order like a lot of the decks that I want to build play like a Pheasantipity, you know, like staples like that are like $3 and stuff, like, or $4, I guess. So I'll have to find a way to get those and stuff, but I default to Dragapult, usually if I want to win. That deck's just so good. Like, it feels like you always can chisel, like, or weasel your way out of a lost game. So, I do love that. I also love that, like, your main line plays Dracloak, which is, like, a really good draw engine. Like, I just like that. I think that's so cool. But that's also why I think I'll enjoy the Alakazam deck when I finally get it built. Because that deck's all about drawing cards. And with Iono dropping out, not a lot of people playing Judge next season. TCG player is an option, but Pokemon... I'm finding Pokemon is like so hard to buy on TCG player because people will list like just 5 cards. And like that's the whole store. So if you want a good deal on one of the cards you want, then you have to pay for the shipping. And like, so the shipping, you end up paying more on shipping for Pokemon cards than you do on normal cards, you know what I mean? Community Minecraft server win? Dude, that'd be sick. That would be sick. But like for Magic, you can basically buy like a whole deck from a single vendor. Whereas Pokemon isn't like that. Like you have to buy like the individual cards. So like you'll buy a 3-cent card, but you're paying $1.90 in shipping. You know what I mean? So it sucks. You're so sad about Iono being gone. I am happy that we're at least keeping Lilies. Because I like Lilies more. Lacuz says, hello. What's up, Lacuz? Nice to see you. How are you doing today? How's Midnight treating you? How many alts have you grinded? Where are you at in your grind? Let me know. For those just joining, we were walking on our walking pad earlier, which is basically just a short treadmill that you can fit under a desk. I was walking on that for a long time until it died. Like, we beat it, you know? Yeah, you got to do some work and do a bulk buy, yeah. So I did find a vendor on TCG Player that basically has a lot of cards that I'm looking for. So I think I'm going to, like, skim through. I spend a lot of time trying to make sure I'm spending as little as possible, you know? So I'm going to see if I can buy as much from one person as possible. And I think I can get, like, at least most of the stuff I'm looking for. But then I'll have, like, basically the shell of, like, a few different decks, which is really cool. Like, Pokemon is so cheap. And it's fun. Like, I'm having a blast playing it. I love math, too. Like, I love, like, numbers games. I feel like it's just, like, a big numbers game. But that's why I like those decks that spread damage, because those are, like, you know, the whole thing about the Grimmsnarl deck is you're playing a bunch of Monkey Dory, and you're using your Frostlass damage to just, like, spread around. Like, it's just a lot of fun, right? But I love card games. If you don't know, like, if you're newer to watching me stream and stuff, basically, the stream consists of 70% me talking about WoW, and then 30% I'm talking about a card game. So I love card games. I played Magic. I play Pokemon now. I'm just really into them. I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't played that in forever, though. I don't want to queue for a follower dungeon. It is Magisters. I can queue for that later, but I'll be honest, guys. Walking for so long has absolutely exhausted me. Laku says, my R Druid is up and done all the quests in Renowned. Wow, that is awesome. And all that, and I'm doing M0s right now and still leveling my Mistweaver on the side. Dude, you are doing fantastic. You were on top of it, Lacuz. That is nice to hear. Yeah, you came at a good time. Rotation is my favorite. Yeah, and you know, I'm very happy because I kind of just like bought my deck blindly. I like looked at the top decks and scrolled down a bit. I didn't want to get like one of the top 3, like Golden Go, Dragapult, and all that. Because one, I don't really like Dragapult as a Pokemon. Where am I at? So I have only one level 90. I've been spending a lot of my spare time working on videos, Lacuz. So I'm behind on the IO grind, or the item level grind, for sure. But we're at 188. Me and some guildies are hopefully going to get together and do some M0s later. Like maybe tomorrow or the next day. A lot of us are going to the Orlando Regional. I might. I'm thinking about it. There's the Orlando one, then there's like the Houston one. I'm debating if I could go to one. I feel like I would want to go to the Orlando one. But that would be so much fun. I just don't know if I can't really front that, you know. on the WoW streamer, you know, I can't really do that. But that would be a lot of fun. But what I was saying was the deck that I kind of blindly built is actually kind of going to survive the next rotation. I don't think it's going to be great, but you're losing Arven, which is huge in the deck. But you're keeping Frostlass, Monkey Dory, and Marnie's Grimmsnarl, like all that, and Badoo. Like you're keeping all the Pokemon. You're literally, it seemingly is just losing like Iono and Arven, but you can play like the whole like Petrol and that whole line. You gain Pokepad. Like I think it's still gonna be super cool. You should do it. It's fun. I've never been to a big Pokemon tournament. I've been to some big Magic tournaments, and I love them. But I definitely do want to go to a big Pokemon one. If you go O3 drop, I would never. But no, I love big events. I just, like I said, Magic hasn't really been putting them on, at least nowhere near me, since COVID, really. And that's like a big, like I loved going to those. So it would be fun to go to a Pokemon one for sure. But that's a huge expense. I couldn't. I literally, I can't. Yeah, I don't really like the Mega Frostlass deck, if I'm being honest. If anything, I would just swap to the whole, like, I would swap to the deck that's playing, like, more Badoos. You can play, like, an L-Gem or whatever, the one that can move your opponent's energy around to, like, mess with them. That deck's playing, like, the Ethan Sudowoodo that you can, like, you can Boss's Order up their Latios and then just trap it in the active and do no damage to it with Ethan Sudowoodo. And just let your Frostlasses, like, tick away their board and stuff. Do you have a specific stream schedule, by the way? Can't seem to catch you, but I'm guessing you stream after work. No, so I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are guaranteed, and Thursdays are like about every other Thursday I'll stream. But now that the season's starting, I'll probably be streaming every Thursday for a bit. But I stream the same time each day. I stream from about like 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. So we're about to round out the stream. But yeah, I started the stream at like 1. I've been starting them lately at around like 12, just because I want to stream more and I'm having fun with it. And once the season starts, I'll be streaming more too. But I have like a set schedule, but I kind of like build around it. Like some days I'll start a little later if I have to run some errands and stuff. But some days I'll do it, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, train of thought. I'm cooked. Some days I'll like go longer, some days I'll go shorter, like, you know what I mean? But it's basically around the same time every day. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 1 to 5 Central. So you came in right about the time that we're ending. We've been going for a couple hours. But yeah, Elgjam's disgusting. I lost to it the other day. It is frustrating to lose to. I just ran out of energy. It was brutal. It was so brutal. They basically put all my energy on a Badoo, and I was like, dude, I didn't even have to play that Badoo. If I wouldn't have played the Badoo, I win that game, But it was, brutal, brutal, brutal. But that deck looks sick. But, like I said, I am exhausted, and all that walking has made me so hungry. I just need to lay down. So I'm going to go. The sickness is coming back now that I'm sitting. But guys, y'all were so much fun to play with today. So thank you so much for hanging around. I will see you guys likely tomorrow, but if not tomorrow for some reason, it will be Friday. So we're going to keep the same stream schedule. We are blasting lately. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Y'all were so much fun. Just a nice vibey stream, honestly. We cranked out some quests, though. Like, we did so much. Well, what did I do? Like 7 different chapters? That's a lot for me, right? I just get so tired of doing it, right? I have a friend that plays Pidgeot Control. Oh, I've seen that deck. And he just trolls people with it. Yeah, it's filthy. I played against a really cool deck that was like a Bronzong deck that basically just says like your opponent can't evolve Pokemon. And then he played it was like a crazy deck. He played the Team Rocket's Tyranitar that has Sandstorm that just like chips away every turn. So you just keep your opponent from evolving. You're just doing a bunch of rot damage, and then you just like trap something in the active. That deck was toxic. I ended up beating it, but it was so annoying. Nice talking to you. Have a good one. I appreciate you guys so much. Also, Ralphie, if you're into the TCG, I have a TCG channel that I just started. I have like one real video posted that's just a deck tech for Magic. But I have some shorts that I've posted. If you want to, this is my second channel. It'll be MTG. But I just cracked some packs too. If you look that up on YouTube, you'll find it probably. I don't know. It's very small. Just started, but I do a really corny shorts series that I think you'll enjoy, even if you don't like Magic. I've done one episode featuring a Pokemon pack, and I have a second one coming out featuring a Pokemon pack. Oh yeah, Evo Luck. Yeah, it's gross. Played that with Monkey Dory Frostlass. Ugh, disgusting. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to go lay down, watch the clip of me falling, probably post it on YouTube. but then get back to the grind of making some videos. Good to know. Hopefully, you can catch some streams. Have a great rest of your day. You as well, Lakuz. You as well. I appreciate that, Ralphie. I appreciate that. But anyways, I've said bye like 10,000 times. This is the Southern in me. We always just sit here and say bye over and over. So if I don't click in stream now, I'll never do it. So everyone take care. I'll see you guys likely tomorrow, but if not,